to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Now back over the state line into Tennessee, where there's a big region showdown going down on Summertown in week number 5. Mount Pleasant will make their way across the county line from Murray County over to Lawrence County as a top spot in the region between the Eagles and the Tigers were on the line.
Summertown is off to one of the best starts in school history at 4-0, coming on the heels of a win on the road at rival Loretta.
I feel like we were really focused. We came out with some energy and just did what we were supposed to.
The offense was able to break out in a big way, and the other sides of the ball stepped up as well.
Offense played well, did some good things, but it was a team thing too. We ran a kickoff back, so that's 7 of them. Defense gave us the ball. I know we had a turnover. Our average field position, I think, was starting on the 50. So we got it 3 times, I think, including the onside kick on the plus side of the field. So short fields help. That helps you get the ball in the end zone. And then our offensive line did a great job. I think we rushed for 260 maybe, something. And so good job by our offensive line for sure.
Mount Pleasant is also off to a 4-0 start, getting a tough region win at home over Harpeth.
Had a good game versus Harpeth. It's a hard-fought battle as we expected. By both sides. It's a physical game, a little bit of rain, but both teams played hard, and we overcame a lot of mistakes in the first half and came out the second half and put a good half together and was able to find a way to win.
The Tigers had their physicality tested in their first 2 region games, which will help them in the long run.
Defensively, I'd say we handled it pretty well so far. Offensively, we got things to work on, but we're going through this week preparing for a tough Summertown team.
The goal for each group is to get to the top of the region standings on Friday night, and that starts with a solid effort in week 5.
You got to stop the rushing attack. Their backfield, them fullbacks, up the middle, and the quarterback's been operating the offense really smoothly. With his option and his passes, has done a great job. And defensively, they get lined up. They play pretty much mistake-free football on defense and just play hard. And we were going to have to match that on both sides of the ball, and especially up front.
Winning turnovers, that's a big deal. We still got too many penalties the other night. I think we had 7 or 8, and some of them were costly, and some of them we just got to get fixed. You can't continue, especially in our offense. If we get holding or whatever, it's hard to overcome, and so we've got to eliminate penalties and just the self-inflicted wounds. You always, the old adage is most games are lost, and you don't want to lose a game. Turn the ball over, make penalties, and all that kind of stuff. So, biggest thing is us just clean up our game, play as well as we can. That's all you can control.
Now to the southern part of the state where Loretto hit the road once again.
Some of those things maybe a little more diligently as we've gone through the week, and just that's the biggest thing is the physical play that we have to turn up our level just a little bit.
Toughness has been the theme for the Mustangs this week, getting back to their core.
Just getting back to some older old school drills, I guess you'd say, but just trying to make sure we understand what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to do it fundamentally, because that was part of the problem too, is the technique of what we were doing as opposed to the going forward part. We got to go forward a little harder.
Friday was certainly a wake-up call for this squad, one they hope carries for the rest of the season.
Just kind of make you realize a few things, get your head on straight, and fix the things that you got to fix, and go play, with some intensity. And
up next for the Black and Gold will be a region road trip to Lewis County, a huge league showdown.
Our region's not easy, Lewis County, good solid football program with a good solid team, a lot of good skilled guys, good linemen up front, good defense. It's very solid. It'll be a big challenge for us as we go over there.
The Mustangs look to get back in the win column on Friday night, and that will start with a back-to-basics approach.
Do your job, play hard, and control what you can control, and just do your best.
Making the jump up to Class 5A, where Lawrence County was taking on a traditional rival in Columbia as the Wildcats were looking to end their short losing skid.
Lawrence County had a lot of positives on Thursday at Giles County, even though it didn't produce a win over their rival.
I mean, I felt like we did some good stuff. Just couldn't make the plays to get a win, but we got some stuff to build on, I feel like.
The Wildcat offense showed some new wrinkles in Week 4, and they want more to come of it moving forward.
Basically, that second quarter was really good for us, on offense. And, we didn't get in the end zone in the second half, which was disappointing. But we got to find a way to continue that momentum and get another score or two. Very proud of the way we ran a 2-minute drill at the end of the first half, came down and got a field goal.
The Purple and Gold feel like they left a lot on the field against the Bobcats, and redemption is in order this week.
I think that our attitude is we're still mad. We're mad from Friday night. We're mad because we didn't make those plays. And, we're not dejected, we're not despondent, but we're aggravated, and we're ready to, come back, let's say, get back to work on the practice field, and then, show it on Friday night. So going back into the region.
The Wildcats will head back into region play in Week 5 as they head to another local rival in Columbia.
They're big up front, solid up front. We're just going to have to block well and make some plays.
The goals are still alive for LCHS for 2024, and they'll need to play well on Friday to keep them alive.
We've got to make some explosive plays. We made some the other night against Giles, and we've got some guys that can do it. We're really proud of our guys, our receivers, and our running backs. And we think that we've got to break off some big runs or some big catches. Quarterback runs was a good play for us the other night. So we've got to find. I don't think we can just line up and go 3 yards and cloud it does. We've got to be able to sling it around a little bit and spread them out and make some explosive plays. And then on the flip side of that is we got to limit explosive plays. We got to tackle better, especially in the secondary. We can't let a 5-yard pass turn into a 70-yard pass. So we've got to do a great job tackling in space.
Coming up next, we check in with our other teams within Southern Middle Tennessee as we take a look at the Richland Raiders, Wayne County Wildcats, and the Collinwood Trojans.
Let's make a deal. This is Jeff Hood with Keller Williams Hood Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. The real estate market is moving so fast, and making a mistake or a bad decision could cost you or lead to disappointment. At Keller Williams, our team of professionals are the very best at what they do, and they have the very best resources to help you make your best deal. Call us at 931-762-5816, or better yet, go to our website at kwhoodcompany.com. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, making real estate deals great again.
If you're stuck, then you're in luck. Call Tyler McDowell with In-Service Towing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for quick, reliable service. When you find yourself in a bind, In-Service offers full-service towing and recovery services as well as vehicle lockouts, jump starts, and emergency roadside assistance. Family-owned, family-operated. When you need a hand, call In-Service Towing or ask for them by name. Serving Southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Phone number 931-843-9098 or visit inservicespecialties.com.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen in Leona, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed?
A little soft here. That sounds a little better. Let's just leave 3 alone.
It's the bar in today's world.
Yeah, you've got 3.
Razors and custom apparel.
Yeah, let's just
and
put
so
it on
much
the floor.
More. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin's Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate,
check.
can set the tone.
Coming in hot. Check.
Contact Floored by Justin today.
Check. Okay.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Over to Giles County, where Richland is on a roll so far here in 2024. The Raiders have pulled off 3 in a row, and they're looking to take the top.
The Raiders were tested in many ways in their home opener, found a way to win in the end.
Well, that's why we schedule those games. We wanted to be challenged. We feel like that's what makes us grow, and so we want to keep pushing ourselves. And I don't know that a lot of folks around the state or anywhere believe that we could beat a team like that. So I think it was good for our confidence and our demeanor going into region play for sure.
Up next for Richland is another region road trip, this time to their rivals in Cornersville.
It's like records disappear for this game. Big game last year, they put one on us, but we want it bad this year, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get that win.
The top spot in the league is at stake, and so is bragging rights.
It's our rival. It's a big rival for us. They do a good job over there. They got a bunch of hard-nosed kids. They're going to play hard. You kind of throw records out the window, and it's just a traditional small school rivalry game between communities, and means a lot to a whole lot of people. And so I think it's going to be a great atmosphere, and they're going to come out ready to play. And I think both of us are sitting on top of the region right now as far as standings, and it's way early. But the winner of this game will have a kind of a strong hold on it, going forward a little bit. So it's got a lot of meaning to it.
The Raiders will need to play flawless in Week 5, and they know they're capable of getting the job done.
Play our game. If we play our game, we got them. We play our game, we got them, and have a good mindset going into the game, and play our best.
Now over to Waynesboro, when Wayne County is coming off one of the biggest wins in 2024, now trying to make it back-to-back as McEwen made its way to Waynesboro.
Wayne County got a much-needed win on the road at Moore County in Week 4, and they did so in style.
The win we had Friday night was huge. It was big for the kids, first of all. It was good for their confidence, a big win for them. Anytime you go to Moore County and pull off a win over there, it's a big deal because it's hard to win over there.
The Wildcats needed some late-game heroics, which will do wonders for their confidence.
Yeah, it just shows us how much potential we have and how good of a football team we can be whenever we, all come together as a team.
Now it's time for Wayne County to build on this momentum and use it for the rest of the season.
That's what we told the guys, everything that we want to accomplish this year as far as getting back to hosting playoff games here, it's within our grasp. We got to take 1 week at a time and take care of business like we did Friday.
Up next for the Wildcats is a visit from McEwen, a team that will test their toughness.
McEwen's going to come in. They're going to be a good football team. They're going to be well coached. They're one of those teams that they're not going to spread you out. They're going to line up with two tights and be power eye, and they're going to try to run the football. That's been kind of their MO for most of the season. So we got to do a good job this week of stopping the run.
It will be a down-to-the-basics focus this week for the Wildcats as they hope Week 5 brings another win.
Well, we got to do everything right. We got to win the turnover battle. We can't put ourselves in a position to where we get behind the chains or anything like that on offense. We need to be able to get them off the field on third down. We got to get their offense off the field, do good team defense, and we've been playing pretty well defensively. We just got to be able to convert what we have been and take care of the football.
Now across the way over in Collinwood, where the Trojans are trying to snap a small losing skid as Hollow Rock Brewston made its way to the home of the Trojans on homecoming.
Collinwood dropped a heartbreaker on the road to Eagleville in region play in Week 4, a game where a lot was left on the field.
We're still trying to work on ourselves a little bit. We've got to eliminate some mistakes. We had a chance probably to score late, didn't. But they're a pretty good football team. We just got to get a little better. I don't, not a whole lot. That just
have a good week.
Up next for the Trojans is a visit from Hollow Rock, another opportunity to right the ship.
Same football team we had last year, but they're a pretty good football team. Just watching them on tape a little bit right there, they seem to be much improved and got a little bit of speed. West of the river, so we'll see, try to get a little better and see if we can turn this thing around a little bit.
It will also be homecoming at Collinwood and another set of challenges.
Well, have a lot of enthusiasm and effort, be in a game like that, and so hopefully we can get that and get a little bit of excitement. Maybe homecoming will bring that, and see if we can do better.
Coming up next, we head on over to the world of college football. Check in with UNA as they have their UAC opener against Tarleton State on Saturday night.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all.
Going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Summertown, Tennessee here on a Friday night for Friday football action. This is Clint Brazier along with my good buddy Mr. Adam Lindsay and our technical man extraordinaire Mr. Will Pettis. It's Friday night, Adam. It is unexpectedly, I don't think any of us would have predicted, but we've got two teams meeting tonight that are both 4-0. Summertown's had a good crowd everywhere they've went so far this year, but this place packed, Adam. 4-0 will do that on both sides.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, man, if there isn't more Mount Pleasant fans here than the night they played Lawrence County, man, they've got to be pushing it. And there's a ton up the fence, too.
Yeah. I don't know if that's Mount Pleasant folks or Summertown folks. We'll get Will to shine it down there. Somebody brought a flatbed tow truck down here, and they are tailgating in style down there.
Well, and one thing, too, Clint, you know, if you remember, Lawrence County's band took up about a third of their stands. And Mount Pleasant's band, I'm sure they're fine, but they're a little smaller. I mean, so, man, this place is packed, though. It's what you'd expect for two 4-0 teams.
That's right. Talking on that, Mount Pleasant's coming in here at 4-0, as we'd said. They had a 37-6 win over Wayne County, a 34-20 win against Spring Hill. Beat Waverly at Waverly, 27-12. Struggled last week against Harpeth at home, only won 15-7. Summertown had a 14-0 win here at home against Lawrence County, then went on the road the next week and won just a hard-fought defensive ball game, 7-0 against Wayne County. Beat Hickman County 26-12, and then last Saturday night, what a fun game to watch, Adam, if you're a Summertown fan. Beat Loretta 39-27. I think you're going to have two teams coming in here with different styles and wanting to play their type of game. Any of our loyal listeners and viewers, they know how Summertown likes to play. How do you see this one playing out?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you remember last year's game at Mount Pleasant, Clint. That was pretty not fun to watch.
It was a boat race, but we weren't part of it.
and we weren't, you know. But I think, look, I told somebody today, if you're Summertown, you're playing with house money, in my opinion. I mean, I told somebody today, I mean, when we were 2-0, you know, I said here on the radio with you, if we can get to 3-0, that's what you want, because you could very well be 3-2 after Loretta and Mount Pleasant.
That's right.
Well, look, you've took care of Loretta.
Worst you're doing is 4-1.
Worst you are is 4-1. I think right now you're looking to get better. Yeah. You're looking to, look, win or lose right here, you're walking out of this game at 4-1. I think if if you tell the Summertown coaches before the season, hey, after the Mount Pleasant game, you're going to be 4-1, I think they ask, hey, where do I sign? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Can I get that in writing?
Yeah. But look, go play. Go have fun. Go do your thing. Get better tonight.
Now,
that's what you do.
Normally we do say maybe we're a little more even matched up against that Hickman County game.
Yeah.
But we're definitely outsized again.
Yeah.
Will pointed me out that in warm-ups, and but I don't think that's really going to matter if Summertown runs a style of football they've been doing, because they've been outsized. Lawrence County definitely, Wayne County definitely, and it's just that smash mouth football where I think Mount Pleasant's going to be explosive and can hit you with some big hitters.
Yeah.
If Summertown can kind of keep doing what they're doing and keeping everything in front of them, the good thing about Summertown is they tend to keep the ball for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, and if you're Summertown, I think you're going to want to force Mount Pleasant to kind of play the way that you want to play offensively.
Right.
Look, if they're going to score a touchdown, it needs to be 10 or 12 plays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can't have the big, heavy hitters down the field. You can't have a receiver that gets behind your DBs. You can't have somebody that gets around an edge and breaks a tackle and he's gone. I mean, you've got to cut those things out. Tackle in space.
Yeah.
Gang tackle. Don't
No
just
bust.
assume that one person's going to make a tackle, because I'm telling you, this Mount Pleasant team, they're explosive. They got tons of athletes. Other than that, you just play your game.
And I think one big key to that, Adam, is Summertown in every game have won the penalty battle.
Yeah.
They played smart. Now, every once in a while, high school kids, you're going to have a dumb false start penalty or something like that. But I think it's pretty unanimous to where they've won a lot of football. All their football games this year is they've led the unforced error column.
Well, I think me and you, I know. I remember my dad used to tell me, when your opponent's making a mistake, don't interrupt them.
That's right.
Okay, so, but like you said, not only are they winning the penalty battle, they're also not turning the football over. I mean, they had a bad turnover there at the goal line, against Loretta. But, I mean, you think about it, though, you beat Loretta by 12 points. You punch that thing in one more yard, which you would think would happen 9 out of 10 times. You win that ball game by 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you said, though, Clint, they've got to play intelligent, play smart, don't give team yards. They're not they hit a big hitter, of course, if you remember, against Loretta, but this isn't a team that's going to, throw 300 yards on you.
Well,
it's just not.
And let's give a lot of credit to Jaden Stoll. We know we got that two-headed monster at running back. But Jaden Stoll, I mean, he had, we didn't get to give helmet stickers or awards because we weren't on that call Saturday night. But I think Jaden Stoll would have been mine.
Yeah, no doubt.
Rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown, and got a huge first down chunks. He has perfected that option read. Whether he faked me out several times the other night.
Well, when you've got the two backs they have, it's not it's not rocket science to know what defense is going to key on. And I tell you what, I loved his stat line last week. 1 for 1, 50-something yards and a touchdown.
Beautiful.
I mean, is there a better QBR than what he had last week?
He was perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think tonight he needs to be aggressive. I think you need to look for shots down the field. The kid can throw it. I mean, he's shown that. And he's going to have opportunities with these two backs, because this defense, any defense that comes in here the way Summertown's been playing, you're going to have to key on these two big, talented backs they've got.
All right, getting ready to kick it off. Mount Pleasant will kick it away. Don't know who won the coin toss, but they gets it a short pooch to Case and Bailey, and he's going to have some room to work. It's going to get almost to the 40. That's where Summertown will start. Summertown in their all blue with their white helmets with their Power Blue S on them. Mount Pleasant in their road red pants with white helmets and white jerseys. I want to give a shout-out to all of our Mount Pleasant listeners. I know we got a lot. Got a lot of friends in Mount Pleasant that hope we do this justice. Of course, obviously, you know who me and Adam are rooting for on this, but I do want to give one to one of our good buddies or contributors to Exports, Mr. Mo Grimes. Mo, how you doing, buddy? Hope you can keep what's going on while we're calling this game. Stoll under center. Got McCrory behind him. Going to hand it off to McCrory. Pushing, gets across the 40. Good first down run for a game of about 4. Pretty good push by that offensive line against the oversized defensive line, Adam.
I'm curious how that's going to play out. I think your offensive lines on both sides could be the difference in this one.
Boy, I'll tell you, Adam, doesn't look like a high school kid. Big number 69, Connor Scherer.
Yeah.
That kid is built. He looks like two of our biggest linemen.
Well, the crazy thing is, number 63 right beside him, he is
ain't no
he's
slouch.
a mountain of a man, and but he looks kind of small.
Yeah, Paxton Williams.
Yeah.
Same setup, man in motion. Stowe's going to keep it that time. Flip it out to Love on the option. Trying to catch the corner, can't get away from a tackler. Going to go down close to the 45. It will be a game, but it's going to make it about 3rd and 3 for Summertown. Trying to pick up a first down here on this opening possession.
I tell you, Clint, that's the difference you kind of notice. Of course, we're only 2 plays in. Mount Pleasant's speed from side to side.
They swarm to that pitch.
They do. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher sledding tonight, than not that there won't be chances for big plays there, but it.
Yeah, number 8, Jalen Smith, got out on that in a hurry. Turn that into nothing.
Yep.
Pistol formation. Love goes in motion. They hand it off to McCrory. He's going to power forward. I think it'll take a good spot to give it, but the referee says move the stick, so first down for Summertown. I want to remind everybody, Loretta, they got a big one tonight. They're on the road at Lewis County. That's a huge game for Loretta. Also, Lawrence County's at Columbia, and that's going to be tough.
Yeah, it will be. But, man, you got 3 solid games with these 3 county teams tonight.
Okay, ball's on the 47. Summertown trying to get across midfield. No, let's see, McCrory in mode. Powell catching the pitch out, trying to turn the corner. He's going to have to get north and south, and he can't. Going to be a loss of about 2. As you'd said, Adam, that collapses real quick. It's hard to turn the edge off these guys.
It does. But, Summertown's ability to get outside is predicated by their ability to pound the ball
punch it in.
And right now, I think you just keep, pecking away. It's going to be fine. But
number 1, Jaden McClure, 2-way player, heck of a running back, receiver, and linebacker for this Mount Pleasant Tiger bunch. He snuffed that out in a hurry.
Yeah, this defense for Mount Pleasant, they're a tough group.
All right, Stoll and shotgun now. He's got McCrory right beside him. Hands it off to McCrory on the give. Had a Mount Pleasant player lose a helmet. McCrory's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that'll make it 3rd and 10.
Well, you wonder here, Clint, do you maybe see your first throw of the night from Stoll? You really haven't moved the ball much.
You got 2, Jake Pettis is a receiver. He's coming off, but you had 2 come on in Niehaus and Kason Bailey. So we'll see what Summertown wants to spread it out here.
You know what?
You think it's definitely got to be a passing down.
I mean, you would think, but then again, Mount Pleasant's probably thinking it. Maybe you throw a draw in here and see if you can bust something. Worst case is you're at midfield. You punt this thing away and hopefully pin Mount Pleasant back.
I think Summertown didn't like what they saw. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take our first one of the night with them. Be back here on the X Sports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-90.
All right, back at it. Still in the timeout. Will's got it pointed to the Mount Pleasant crowd. To give a shout out to my good buddy, Mr. Kit Hartsfield, Lawrence County native. Done a heck of a job ever since he took the reins. Came back from Murfreesboro, where he coached at Oakland and Blackman. But doing a great job at Mount Pleasant. Summertown with a 3rd and 9 coming out of the timeout. Stoll in the shotguns. Got McCrory to his right. 3 receivers out to the left and Niehaus all alone to the right. Now we're going to get a false start. No, we're going to get a offside.
Mount Pleasant players clapping, but I don't think he saw what the.
Let's see what reels. Look, he's in the backfield.
What? I'd say about a 3-yard offside.
Jalen Smith, he just never. He never figured out where the line of scrimmage was.
Well, this opens up your options a little bit more here, Clint. 3rd and about 5 or 6.
It also can make it where if you want to go on 4th down, it's a little more doable if you can get 2 or 3.
Yeah, it definitely.
And it is a totally different formation. Stoll's going to be back under center with McCrory behind him. Powell in motion. going to throw it. Love just couldn't get out there. I think he got held up the line of scrimmage. I think, as Will just said, that's the exact same play action that they tried against Loretta. But I think Stoll was under a lot of pressure there and had to get rid of it quick, Adam.
Yeah, they were through Summertown's line quickly. So by the time Stoll got the snap, he was under duress immediately.
It's a tough break. Hey, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of shocked we didn't pound the football a couple of times there.
Yeah, like you were saying,
4th and 4.
If you get it to 4th and 1, right? 4th and 2, maybe you try something if you think.
But you also have a really good defense.
You do. You do, and you got a chance to pin them back. Like I said, worst case here is you don't get it. You're at midfield. Hopefully get a good punt here.
Hoffman back to punt, who never punted in that Loretta game. We're going to fake it. McCrory trying to get across, and he does.
What a call. What a call.
I tell you what, Adam, between the onside kick last week against Loretta, that call right there, you got to give a big shout out to our coaching staff. They're here to play.
Well, and, like I said, though, Clint, you're playing with house money tonight. You just go play. If this is a game you can just let it loose, let it loose. That was a great call. And like you said, man, that call the other night against Loretta, the onside kick, I never in a million years never crossed my mind that would even happen when he did that.
Did we have some laundry on the field? There was a flag on the field, so that's coming back. Yep.
I'm not sure what it's for.
Well, let's see Will's replay. I don't know. I don't know what the flag was for.
Yeah, I don't either.
Had to have been a false start. They're back in Summertown up 5.
I didn't see anything there, Clint. I mean, if that's the case, though, you throw it then. I don't.
Yeah, I think we're definitely punting now.
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of 4th and 4, now we've got another timeout by same referee that threw the flags. Going to stop play. Going to have to talk some more things out. That's where you cue the Jeopardy music.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious what that call was. But anyway, nonetheless, got a chance to pin them back if you can here with a good punt.
Tough break for Summertown. Hoffman. It's a high snap. Goes over his head. He's just going to have to fall. No, Hoffman's going to try to. No, he's going to punt away. What great job by Bradley Hoffman.
We'll take it.
So instead of it being on the 10 for Mount Pleasant, it's going to be close to about midfield.
Yeah. Basically, just imagine they just went for that and didn't get it, Clint.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, they're going to have it right at midfield, just about on the 50, it looks like. So, but, man, what a play by Hoffman. 9 times out of 10, the punter is either going to, A, catch it and just run, or B, he's just going to fall on it.
Yeah, I thought he did a great job there. Even if he'd have caught it and run and got to the 30 in the sideline, it would have been better than what we were looking at.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think he was ever going to catch up to that ball.
No.
All right, now Summertown on defense. Man in motion for Mount Pleasant.
False start on Mount Pleasant.
Get a false start, and we will. As Easterling went in motion.
It looked like the far lineman away from us, Clint.
Right.
Let me see right here. I think on the far end, away from us, jumped.
John Michael Wright, he's the quarterback for Mount Pleasant. He's got the play call now. So instead of 1st 10, it'll be 1st and 15.
These receiver DB matchups are going to be big tonight, Clint. Can Summertown hold them down as athletic and as quick as they are?
Got Jakim McClure in full back position. Now they're going to run it is Wright. He gets stacked up. I think he probably should have handed that one to McClure. I don't know if that was an option read or a set quarterback keeping design. But Summertown didn't even touch McClure as he went through the hole.
He was able to get maybe 2.5, Clint. Maybe.
He did. Makes it about 2nd and 12.
One thing I will say, Mount Pleasant will see quickly, this defense is a little bit different from last year, for sure. Much improved.
Right in the shotgun. Got McClure right beside him. Carter goes in motion. And McClure gets the handoff. Trying to cut the corner. Bailey's chasing him, going to dive and get him down. The night before, McClure picks up about 5 more. So quick news from Hohenwald. Loretta has taken an early lead, 6-0. All right, so big third down here for the Summertown defense.
A great job cutting that corner off, Clem. That's going to be big tonight. You're going to have to force this Mount Pleasant team back inside. One thing I thought we didn't do well at Loretto was we let their quarterback get outside way too much.
Yeah. All right, so right, in shotgun position. McClure beside him, running the option, pitches it out to McClure. Trying to make a man miss, but he can't make Mac Dillard miss. He holds him up as McClure comes and knocks him down. We have another piece of laundry on the field from the same official over here on this side. So we'll see what it is.
False start on Mount Pleasant. I would assume they're going to decline this. They will.
Don't you normally stop a false start, though?
You should in certain situations, Clint. I don't know. It is a good question. The only thing would be if maybe it was illegal motion, but that's technically illegal motion. It's not a false start, so I don't know. Yeah, they probably should have.
All right, so looks like. Well, I don't know what Mount Pleasant. I don't know what this formation is.
They may be going for this. It may just be a quick kick as well.
No, they're just going to throw it, and they got it.
Wide open.
McClure goes down. Excuse me, that's not McClure. That's Carter. First down completion. Summertown was as confused. Summertown's defense was confused than me and you were.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, it was a normal setup. I mean, as far as offensively, I don't see how he gets that open with no one on him. He broke free from the line, Clint. There was nobody within 10 yards of him.
It's almost like Summertown thought it was going to be like a pooch kick or a punt, quick punt.
Yeah.
And it just left the whole middle of the field wide open for Azir Carter. So Mount Pleasant rolling now. 2 men in motion. You can't do that, can you?
Well, once they're set.
They got to be set.
Yeah,
okay.
They're set now.
Ball can't be snapped with 2 people in motion. Going to hand it off the middle to McClure. Going to get a short gain there, but a positive gain for Mount Pleasant. See the quarterback going to come off. As number 29, Evan Plunkett, going to check in for him. Maybe see some kind of option or wildcat.
Yeah.
Right here. You got Easterling. Looks like he's going to take the snap. In the quarterback position. No, false start.
That is a live ball, and that's a live ball if you jump on it. If you notice, that actually occurred at Loretto the other night, if you remember. The ball never even reached the quarterback, if you remember from the shotgun.
See, Adam, you used to do this. To me, why is that not a live ball? Because the ball was snapped.
Well, the thing about it is, I think they may have called that play dead. I think they may have just called it an illegal snap. I don't know, Clint. There's been a few things here tonight that you have a false start on the offense, but they let the play go too.
Yeah.
There's things I haven't even seen this year, so I'm not sure.
Easterling has it, fakes the handoff, going to punch it forward. Gets down to around the 29. We had 3rd and 14 on our scoreboard, but since they called that a false start, I don't think it.
Yeah,
it
would have been 11. It would have been second down.
But again, I go back to that. The ball was snapped, and then when the center fell on it, they threw the false start flag. Should that not have been a play? A down play?
It seems that way to me, Clint.
And I would be saying that. I'd be saying that if Summertown had done it.
He snaps it right into his own backside.
And that's a live ball.
Yeah.
But anyways, Summertown looking for another stop. It is 3rd and 11, not 4th and 11, as the scoreboard says. You're definitely in 4-down territory for Mount Pleasant. Back to throw, right. Turns it loose, got a man. That's number 1, Jaden McClure.
He will get some yardage.
Positive yards. I think they definitely got far enough to go for it on 4th down.
Looks like 4th and maybe, 6, Clint?
Seeing how they went for 4th down from the 50, I'd say they're definitely 4th down territory now.
No doubt, but let's just see what, I don't know what kind of kicker. I know Mount Pleasant had a heck of a kicker last year, Clint. He could destroy the football, so that might be, that may be what they're looking at. We'll just see, but I think this early in the game, I don't know if you don't go for this anyway. Your defense has done a really good job against Summertown the first possession. Worst case is you pin them deep in their own territory here if you don't get it.
All right, so 4th and 5. Summertown needing a stop. Mount Pleasant wants to talk about it. They'll call a timeout. We will take it with them here on the X Sports Network.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
All right, back at it. Big 4th down again. Summertown defense trying to get off the field. Mount Pleasant went for it on 4th and forever from about the midfield, hit a wide open pass play to J.P. Easterling. They've called a timeout to talk about it, and they're coming back out. They are set up to go for it, but they don't have their quarterback in. They've got Easterling running the quarterback position. One receiver out to the left. Easterling looking back to throw. Chunkin, he's got a man. That's McClure. I don't know how McClure gets left with that wide open, breaking down in coverage.
I don't know how their best player on the field gets that wide open. So I don't know.
Another mental breakdown for Summertown as Mount Pleasant will keep the sticks moving, and I think they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
Ball is on the 4.
Hard to believe if you're going to leave somebody open. It's going to be twice. It's going to be that young man.
Trying to punch it up the gut is Easterling. They're going to give him the touchdown, and he's in. Mount Pleasant strikes first. After starting with good field position at midfield, Mount Pleasant scores first, makes it 6-0, and the extra point upcoming. 2 breakdowns at them on 4th down.
Well, you know, it is what it is. You know, they executed their trick play on the 4th down.
Yep.
We did not.
That's right.
We left probably the best college prospect on this field open,
wide open,
with nobody within 10 yards of him twice.
Only thing we could hope for was he was too open and he dropped it.
Yes. So I mean that's what you get, and that's a false start on Mount Pleasant.
Get another. Well, a lot of laundry on the field so far here in this first quarter, and I bragged on Summertown about playing clean, and of course their 4th down conversion that we thought we had, that was denied because of a penalty. So I shouldn't have bragged on them.
Number 30 on Mount Pleasant jumps. That will push them back a little bit, but I know they had a really, really strong kicker last year. This may not be a major deal for them. We'll
32, see. Brandon Case. Kicks up. Yep. I think he's still all right.
Yeah.
It's up and through, and it lands in the trees.
Yep.
Mount Pleasant strikes first. They lead it 7-0. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
So for the first time in the 2024 campaign, Summertown trails. Yep. Adam, first time in 4 games. Now we get to see how we respond.
Well, it's good for them.
Yep.
Well, you need this. If you're going to develop, if you're going to get stronger, let's see how they respond here being down.
Well, Lewis County has tied it up against Loretta at 6-6, so neither team must have a field goal kicker.
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, that game could be a barn burner. I think that could be a very high scoring.
The way it's looking right now, whoever's got the ball last will win.
Those are both 2 talented teams.
Another pooch kick, but I think we're going to get an offsides on Mount Pleasant.
Yeah. number 8 was about 8 to 10 yards ahead of everyone else.
That's Jalen Smith, who was the
also
offsides.
the one that lined up 3 yards deep. But I will tell you, Clint, as you know, if you're going to commit a penalty, never be the closest one to the official.
Right. Yeah. He'd be more toward the middle.
Yeah, he's only about 3 yards from him. So the first guy he's going to see in his out of his eyesight is going to be that young man.
So Summertown would have had it around the 40, pretty good field position, but I don't know if they had the option. I think they would have had the option, wouldn't they?
Well, not on a false start because they're going to call it dead.
I got you.
They'll back him up automatic on that. Now, but like you said though, now on an onside kick that doesn't go 10 yards, they do have a choice, right? To take the penalty or just take it where they get it.
Kicks that one a little deeper. Bailey goes back and catches it over his right shoulder. Now he's got across the 20. And he'll go down around the 25. So good job, Bailey, tracking it down. But I don't know if he hadn't. It might have went out of bounds.
Yeah, it might have.
Of course, he can't take that chance either.
No. Well, and what a smart play by Mount Pleasant. You know, you pooch kick it 20 yards down the field.
Everybody
you
to
get
move
the
up.
penalty. Everybody moves up, and then you kick it 25 yards over the back man's head. It's a great strategy.
So Summertown with not as good of starting positions. They had their first drive, made it to midfield, but then had to punt it away and was lucky to get that punt to midfield after a high snap to our punter, Bradley Hoffman. Stole under center. Quint Smith in the game. Powering forward, going to have another piece of laundry on the field.
I think there's been more flags thrown in this game than the entire Loretto game combined, and there were some penalties.
Going to get a chop block on Summertown, so that's going to be a 15-yarder. Let's see Will's replay. Two piled up. I really couldn't tell.
I don't know what's in how. It would have to be a block below the waist. I don't see that anywhere. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. It's been a few things tonight. I'm just having a hard time kind of.
Powell's going to check in for Pugh.
Figuring out.
Make it 1st and 25 after the chop block, unsportsmanlike, brings it back 15 yards. So Summertown at about the 14-yard line. Really got their ears pinned back now.
Yep.
Run the option, pitches it out to Powell. Powell's going to be tracked down and caught. I don't know that he even got to the line of scrimmage. If he did, it was real close.
Yeah, I don't think he did. The guy on the sticks never moved.
And you got to give. Will, let me see that replay one more time. I missed it. Okay. No, that last play, I'm pretty certain, Adam, it was the same man that made Stoll give it up, tackled Powell.
Yeah.
Did a great job in pursuit there. So no gain on the play on the run by Powell. It'll make it 2nd and 25. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. Stoll in the shotgun position. Smith blocking for him. Going to let it fly. Throws it out to Love. Just overshoots him. Had Bailey all alone back here. I don't know that Stoll wouldn't like to do that one over.
Yeah.
Now that'll make it 3rd and 25. So I tell you what, Adam, you're looking right now at giving the ball right back to Mount Pleasant in great field position again.
Yeah. The things that Summertown has excelled at that's got them to 4-0 is what's kind of killing them right now. Penalties, not able to execute. But you got to dig out, Clint. Got to dig out here. Try to get some positive yards. No matter what it is, get a good kick, cover the kick, play defense again, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Summertown with 5 receivers. Stoll slinging it out wide. He's got a man in Bailey, but it just overshoots him again as Bailey gets a hand on it, but couldn't come down with it. And that'll force the punt away for Summertown. Again, Mount Pleasant should have it in great field position to start another drive.
Well, Clint, I'm not a mathematician by far, but your quarter's going to be close to ending, and I think Summertown may have negative yardage on the game. By the time you figure, I think they did manage a first down, went backwards. You went 15 yards backwards this possession with no positive yardage.
Yeah. Well, you had a good run, good first down run by Quint Smith, but it got negated by a chop block.
Yeah.
Hoffman almost gets it blocked, but he will get it to about the 45, and Mount Pleasant's going to take off with it, get down to across the 30. That's Easterling again, who's had a heck of a night so far, and we're still in the first quarter.
Yeah. Athletes, man. They're athletic, they're quick. You've got to cover. They're by far, from the way it looks, the most athletic team Summertown's seen so far this year. They're going to have to make some adjustments quickly.
Yeah, I'm having.
Yeah, Loretta's got a lead again. Well, Clint, something happened. But they did manage to get from 6 to 13, so they got 7. So.
Yeah, made the PAT that time.
Yeah.
Right, hands it off to McClure. That's Jake and McClure. I got Jake. I guess it's Jakin. It's Jakyn, and then Jaden. One's a senior. The number 20, the running back that just powered forward, he's a senior. And Jaden McClure, number 1, he is a junior. Man in motion. Right, hands it off to McClure again. Same play, except to the left side. Trying to cut the corner. Sometimes going to swarm on it with Niehaus and Pugh. Excuse me, that's Smith and Pugh. And McCrory. Did get a gain on it, though.
Yeah. You know, Summertown's defense has played solid, Clem. You just take the 2 plays on the 2, busted coverages on McClure. I mean, really, Mount Pleasant really hasn't done much on the ground against them if you really think about it.
We said it against Hickman County. Summertown was showing a weakness, and that was pass defense.
Yes.
It's been the weakness tonight.
Yep.
Easterling and that Wildcat formation is going to power forward, get a short gain. It'll make it 4th down and about 4. Definitely 4-down territory.
But, and I thought the secondary played really solid against Loretta in general. They had an early bust early, for the first touchdown.
They made an adjustment as far as basically they had McCrory going everywhere that Corbin Reynolds was going for Loretta.
4th and about 5. They're going.
Summertown defense desperately needing to get a stop. Haven't had one yet. 2 men in motion. Now we're going to get a timeout as Mount Pleasant's trying to draw Summertown off sides. They'll talk about it again, and we will too. We'll be back here on the X Sports Network.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military.
All right, back at it here. 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mount Pleasant leads Summertown 7-0. They're going for it again, 4th and 5. The ball in the 18. Summertown was 0 for 2 on 4th down stops. The first drive, Mount Pleasant, is what allowed them to get in the end zone. Trying to go 1 for 3 now. You've got Easterling as your quarterback, back in the shotgun position. Looks like he's got a blocker beside him to his right. Let's see if this is a sweep to the right, and it is. Easterling's got it, trying to cut up, and he's going to be stuffed. We do have more laundry on the other side of the field. It is a false start on Mount Pleasant.
Should be declined.
So that will be declined, and Summertown will get their stop this time, and Mount Pleasant will turn it over on downs. Great job by the Summertown defense. Mount Pleasant started in great field position.
I like the call. I think if you're Mount Pleasant, I mean, what do you have to lose? I mean, your defense, the way it's played, Summertown went 15 yards in the other direction, very similar in the same spot they're at. Look,
if you're Mount Pleasant, you don't feel bad about Summertown starting here.
No, not at all. I think you picked your play out, you took it, you didn't make it. Hey, let the D work now.
All right, now we got the coach from Mount Pleasant coming out on the field, wanting to talk about something. I don't know what's happening. Got a player hurt. That's what it is. Need a trainer.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to have an injury timeout. We'll come back as soon as we check on this player here. I think that may be McClure over there. We'll be back in just a second.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit volcoauto.com. Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, Tennessee, right next to Chapman Tire.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Looking for a place to pick up your pumpkins for the fall? Then the Hudson Valley Pumpkin Farm is the place to go. Located at 356 Hudson Road, Hudson Valley is 10 acres of fun awaiting for you. They also have corn stalks, mums, and anything else you would need for the fall. It is open starting Saturday, September 14th, and will run every Saturday throughout the fall from 9.
Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg is your go-to stop to complete your home, business, a combination of both, or really anything you can think of. With one of the region's biggest selection of bedroom furniture, name brand mattresses, recliners, living room and dining room suites, accents for the home or office, quality name brand appliances, and did I mention Swap and Shop services what they sell? This is family owned and operated business at its best. And the best part is, they'll treat you like family too.
We got bedroom suites, mattresses, dining room suites, appliances, outdoor equipment, mowers, and more. See us at Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
All right, welcome back. As you can tell, Nazir Carter, number 5 for Mount Pleasant. We'll show you the replay here. Didn't look like anything real brutal, but he did something, Adam, as you pointed out.
Yeah.
Trying to block going up through that line. I don't know if his hand gets caught in a face mask or a jersey or something.
You'll see him right in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
He'll grab his hand right now, number 5, right in the middle of the screen, and then he takes off running.
And it looked like that right arm or right wrist was already heavily taped, so it might have been a pre-existing injury or something. But that young man has been on the ground in convulsions, hurting so bad, just holding that arm. All the medical staff here in Summertown are on him. But when we can resume it, we'll resume it. Got Lawrence County has tied it up at Columbia as they're in the second quarter. I tell you what, if Lawrence County can go into halftime tied at Columbia, as stout as that team is, that's a good feeling to have. I think Loretta, they're up 7, and they are against Lewis County. Both crowds giving Carter a big round of applause as he's loaded up. Is he in the side by side now, Adam? Yeah, he's in the passenger seat, and look, you can see a good picture as Will's got it. They've got that arm being very, very stable with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's watching us across the way. Maybe Mount Pleasant's media folks.
Yeah, praying for that young man right there. We were talking, Clint. He's already had, he's been a big contributor for them early already this game. Hope he's okay.
Okay, so ready to go again. Maybe we'll get this thing kicked back off. If you're just now joining us, this is Clint Brazier, along with Adam Lindsay and Will Pettis, our technical man. Mount Pleasant leads at 7-0. Summertown was 0 for 2 on 4th down stops in Mount Pleasant's first drive, and it led to a touchdown and an extra point by Mount Pleasant. Summertown shot themselves in the foot the second time they had the possession on a chop block that put them pretty much near the goal line, had to punt it away. Mount Pleasant started in great field position again, but Summertown did get a 4th down stop, and they have the ball now, and that's where we will start 34 seconds away from the second quarter.
I'm curious to see what Summertown's going to do to kind of get something going with this offense, Clint.
You've got Stoll, the shotgun, with McCrory right beside him. High snap. Stoll comes down with it. He keeps it, fakes the handoff. He's going to plow forward for some positive yards.
Maybe a gain of 4.
Clock is ticking. Let's see if Summertown wants to go to the second quarter, and it doesn't look like they're getting any hurry, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll take it to the second quarter. Summertown trails 7-0 to Mount Pleasant. We'll be back here in just a second on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
All right, back at it. Start of the second quarter. We got a little behind because we had an injury timeout. If you're just joining us, Nazir Carter, number 5 for Mount Pleasant, he goes down with an arm or a wrist injury. Just real weird trying to watch the replay, but whatever. I know he wasn't faking. That young man was hurt.
He's in a lot of pain. Hope that young man's going to be okay. We got a lot of motion there.
And no flags.
Well,
Stoll's got it.
He's
going to be lost.
The defense can move as long as they don't break the line of scrimmage. So they may have never broke the line, Clint. I don't know. They never broke the plane.
I think Coach Winfrey is. I don't know how 74 didn't break the line.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Coach Dan Winfrey, I think he's telling Stoll the same thing you just said, Adam. If you don't know, we got to keep running the play.
Yeah.
You didn't hear a whistle or see a flag, so you got to keep going.
Yeah.
So instead of second and 4, it's now 3rd and 10. Summertown not getting any positive yards again. Quick screen out to Niehaus, trying to make a man miss, but he can't. That's Easterling again, Adam. That kid's all over the place for Mount Pleasant.
They do get positive yardage. It's going to make it 3rd and a long 3,
it's gonna make
maybe
it 4th.
4.
Make it 4th.
Yeah, excuse me.
Because we did run a play right before the quarter exchange.
Clint, you've got to punt the football here.
Oh,
the way this offense has struggled so far this game.
Coach Walt Smith walking down the sideline. He doesn't look none too happy.
No. And I'm going to tell you, this young man back here ready to field this punt, he can fly.
I just kick it out of bounds. I kick it away from him.
I'm not going to give him an opportunity like you said.
That's
Clint.
Easterling.
Yeah. Punt that thing out of bounds and take your medicine and play D here.
Punts it toward the sideline.
Good kick.
Gets a good bounce. Gets another good bounce. Will was about to cuss it, but it turned out about as good as could be as it ends up on the 35. So good job there by Hoffman. Probably the best starting position Summertown's defense has been on Adam in this contest.
Yeah, 35. Great punt by Hoffman.
If you're just now joining us again, this game's been a little sloppy. Both teams stacking up a lot of penalty yards. We did have one injury timeout. We hope Nazir Carter is doing okay. That young man looked like a wrist or an arm, and he was in a lot of pain. But Mount Pleasant leads at 7-0, 10 minutes to go here before halftime. McClure in motion, trying to cut off the edge. Summertown's going to swell it up. No gain there for McClure to make it 2nd down and 10.
You just can't keep. Now, I don't want to jinx this, Clint, because they may just bust about a 60-yarder here. But, I mean, really, you have the 2 busted plays, the pass plays.
Mm-hmm.
Really, you haven't really given up anything.
No.
I mean, and now Mount Pleasant's defense has played great. And you've also been ravished with foolish offensive penalties. But defense has played tough.
All right, same setup. Right back. Almost gets sacked. I'm going to turn it loose, throw it into the Mount Pleasant sideline as he was being pressured. Make it 3rd and 10. Summertown got a little penetration that time, Adam.
They did. And I'm going to tell you, Clint, when we've talked about it, Summertown's been hurt the most in their secondary this year. Pressure on that quarterback helps them more than anything. It'll help your secondary
more than anything if your quarterback don't have all day to throw it.
Yeah, and there's been plenty of times this year, especially with scrambling quarterbacks, where they've had a ton of time to throw back there, and a secondary can only last so long, Clint. 3rd and 10.
Got Wright. Back to throw. He's got time. Now Summertown makes it collapse. He's going to fire it across. Gets tipped.
Right through a Summertown defender's hands, Clint.
It was. I can't really say anything about Austin Reed not intercepting that because that was a bullet.
Oh, it was.
And he did absolutely. If we watch this replay here, I think if he doesn't get his hands on this, it's another 1st down.
Yeah, he may be right. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, it would have been McClure. He was wide open again.
Oh,
high snap. Summertown should start in good position. If he can't get the kick away, he does. And what a kick. Oh, my goodness.
It will get back to midfield.
So credit both punters for Mount Pleasant and Summertown. They've turned a disaster into something a little more doable. But with that said, Summertown definitely going to start with their best position so far. They'll be right at midfield. Adam, you can't have penalties here. You got to know we got to be on the same page on what we're running.
Well, one thing I will say is I thought we had a little bit of success, Summertown did early on, pounding the ball up the middle.
With McClure, with Smith and McCrory.
I think you get back to what you know that you can do well here.
Back to throw. Stoll.
He's got a man wide open.
That's Niehaus, and it goes
right through his hands.
He was too open.
There's nobody within 25 yards of him. Unbelievable.
That man's kicking himself. Now we got a
celebration, taunting. You're going to get a taunting penalty right there on Mount Pleasant.
Man, I tell you, if that
will
is
be on
number 8,
it is on number 8.
Jalen Smith that young man's had a rough night.
Well, he lined up 4 yards into the backfield.
Look, Coach Kid Hartsfield too. We just dodged a bullet and you gave him 15 yards. That's tough.
He lined up 4 yards into the backfield prior snap. He was about 5 yards offsides on the kickoff, and now you've got a taunting penalty after. Mount Pleasant was given a gift by that ball not being caught anyway. I wonder if this.
I'll tell you what, watch this throw. I mean, stole a dime.
My goodness.
Oh. Hey, Niehaus got to let that go. He's made a lot of big plays for Summertown this year, and we're going to need him in this game.
Well, the thing about it is, Clint, you had him open. Okay, you missed him. It's okay. You just got a chunk. You just got 15 yards.
Yep.
Okay. So look, you know you can get somebody open here if you run this thing correctly and you run your offense.
Smith the lone back, Stoll under center. Going to hand it off to Quint. He's going to try to push that line a little forward, and he does. Yep. It's a gain of about a long 2 out of it.
I'm assuming that was an unsportsmanlike on that young man, Clint.
I guess
he was just jumping up and down. He may have said some things. I'm not sure. You never can tell.
But again, poor Jalen Smith. That young man's had a rough night.
He has.
He's got three penalties on false starts, or not false starts, but offsides.
One offsides. 2 offsides, and now this.
And he's the one you said, listen, you can be offsides, but don't be right beside.
Yeah, you don't ever, if you're going to cheat, just make sure you don't get caught.
And if you're going to taunt, don't be the only one in the end zone.
Yeah, no doubt. Right in front of the official.
Powell goes in motion. They're going to hand it off to Smith again. He's going to power forward, get another good chunk. As Quint Smith doing what Quint Smith does, reeling off chunks of yardage.
Number 24's helmet comes off for Mount Pleasant. He'll have to leave at least for just one play.
About the most doable Summertown's had tonight, 3rd and 4.
Look, look, your defense has really settled in here. This is 4 down territory. You have, to me, if I'm sitting here thinking I've got 2 chances to get 4 yards. I've got 2 solid backs. Go get it, and keep this clock rolling. Yeah, like you said,
not going to be shocked if we don't see more Quint Smith here.
I think you're right. You have to.
Pitch out. That's Powell. He's got the corner this time. Trying to get forward. His offensive lineman's helping him try to get some extra yards. He's going to get close to the first down, but I don't think he's going to have it. It's going to be 4th and short.
We'll see where they're at.
Got a sideline warning on Summertown.
There will be. Is that just a sideline warning, or is there a penalty?
Well, if it is, that's the second sideline warning.
Clint, I think you're moving. Summertown's moving backwards, I think, my friend.
If it's a second sideline warning, that's personal foul,
if it's the second one. To my knowledge, I don't know if I've seen the first one yet.
Well,
I'm not sure. I'll
say this: every call may have been right so far tonight, Adam, but I don't think we want to see, and I don't think anybody wants to see this many flags in a undefeated game.
No, the thing about it is, though, Clint, I'm wondering if that's not a pre-snap, pre-play penalty because it's only 3rd down.
It's only 3rd and 6.
Yeah, so whatever happened there, they enforced that. That play didn't happen.
Back to throw with Stowe. Quick over the middle.
They've got him.
Got it. Trying to get to the 10 and out of bounds. Great job there by Austin Reed, who broke up that pass play. Just kind of right place, right time.
And I'm going to tell you, Reed gets through the line. He about falls. He turns and looks up. When he looks up, the ball is about 4 inches from his face.
Fast as he can.
Yeah, that was a great play by that young man.
It almost looked like the jump pass Tebow used to throw.
Well, I think Stoll wanted to give it time for it to develop. The problem was
he didn't have time.
Stoll had somebody hanging on him, and he didn't have any more time.
Yeah.
So
as you said, great job by Stowe. We got a pistol formation for Summertown.
Yep.
Smith, Love, and Powell. Love goes in motion. Going to hand it off to Smith. He's going to power forward. Gain of about 3. It's 1st and goal for Summertown.
Look, Clint, if you're Summertown, you're thinking one thing here only, and it is touchdown.
Yes.
It is a touchdown. 3 to me. I don't know unless it's 4th down and from your own 12.
Unless you do something stupid and back up 10 yards, I'm right there with you.
I'm with you. Look, if something happens, you don't get it, you turn it over, you're going to turn it over on the 5.
If it's 4th and less than 5, I'm going.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, you're not playing for anything here crazy tonight. You're just going to go out and play and let it all hang out.
You have Smith and McCrory both in the backfield now. They hand it off to Smith. Going to power forward again.
He's going to get down, it looks like, to maybe the 2 or 3.
I think he's across the 5.
Yeah, he is. He's inside or close to the 3-yard line, I think. We'll see. 3rd down to the 4. Clint, I'm just wondering right here if you're not getting to the situation where you're fixing to see the fake and Stoll keep it. You've set it up the middle a bunch, this drive, by just pounding him. I'm not wondering if Stoll doesn't keep this
Let's
football.
See if he is going to. Let's see. If he goes under center. If he goes under center, I don't know if it will be. He usually does that out of the shotgun.
Yeah.
So almost set up behind his left tackle.
Yeah.
Going to hand it off. No, Stoll's going to keep it. Pitch it out. McCrory tried it. Oh, he loses the football.
I don't know what.
I think Mount Pleasant came up with that, and they will.
Unbelievable. The ball is fumbled, goes into the end zone. Mount Pleasant, that should be a touchback, and they will have it on the 20.
Touchback, Mount Pleasant will take it from the 20.
Let's see what we got. I don't know. I can't see it. There's no way to tell right there.
He was close.
Yeah.
I don't know that he wasn't in.
I don't know. Well, you don't have replay in high school, and I don't know. It's if you hold on to the football, Clint, it's no discussion. So.
McCrory, he's just a sophomore, but he's got to be a little smart. You know you're going for it on 4th down. The only thing you can't do is turn the ball over there.
Yep.
And he's trying to get that little extra effort. Yep. I still think by looking at Will's replay, though, I think he was in.
He may have.
Punching it up the gut is Mount Pleasant. Summertown's going to swarm on it. Mount Pleasant's going to get a gain of about 2. That is number 29.
Well, look, if
Evan
you're Summertown, you got to feel good, okay? You just moved the football productively for the first time this game. Very well.
Well, you don't. The other thing is Mount Pleasant also helped you with a 15-yarder too. So
they did, but you also had a guy wide open that
Yeah.
you're going to complete 8 out of
That's
10 times.
That's right.
So,
and I think your goal now for Summertown is this clock run for 5 minutes, and you go to halftime down 7.
and your defense has been on point ever since that first drive. Mount Pleasant
Well,
really
you
hasn't
just
done
fixed
anything.
us.
I know. You fixed an 80-yard bomb, Clint. My luck, but
Right out of the shotgun, back to throw. Got time, fires it across, and it's complete.
Yep.
Down at around the 40. Here's number 4. We've called his name a lot, J.P. Easterling.
Yep.
Has a big receptions there as he just got free in coverage. And credit Wright. He threw a missile. Now, Wright is hobbling off, limping, the quarterback. I don't know if he came down on his ankle wrong.
he
or
got
if
hit
He did.
a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like he got tripped up, maybe twisted an ankle.
Yeah. Well, it's turned into a situation, Clint, where, look, if you go in 7-0, it is what it is. But you can't give up something here, a touchdown here, because Mount Pleasant will be getting the football. Start second half.
Yep. Easterling, who's done it all tonight, he's going to run quarterback position. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it and run. The power forward, get a gain of about 8
Yeah, it's
on
a big
first
gain.
down.
That's one of their more productive runs of the night.
Summertown getting some defensive linemen interchanged here. Has been a good thing for Summertown this year. They have, they've got a lot of two-way players that are out there all the time, Adam, but they have had some success, their offensive defensive line plugging in some kids.
They have. Well, and this defense has been on the field a lot more tonight due to the offense not really performing like they have been all year so far. So
Easterling's at it again. He's going to hand it off to Plunkett, who's checked in there. Big fullback type running back. Looked like Quint Smith. I tell you what, I think Max Dillard just took a hit trying to get that tackle that I wouldn't want to take.
Yeah.
Another first down for Mount Pleasant. It's 3:20 and ticking. The good thing for your Summertown is if you can just bend and not break here for half. Mount Pleasant has used 2 of their 3 timeouts. Easterling in the shotgun. McClure right beside him. McClure in motion. Fakes the handoff to McClure. Now Easterling's going to power forward. He'll go down. Clock will continue to run, but he did get a good chunk, about 5 yards. Gets close to the 40.
Well, and I think Mount Pleasant understands, too, like you were saying, Clint, Summertown has a lot of two-way players. You want to keep that Summertown defense on the field as much as you can. And if you've noticed, Mount Pleasant's kind of started running the ball a lot more productively in this drive than they have so far this game.
Mr. Rodney Bailey, he said, could you please run the cowbell away from the from y'all's box? And no, Rodney, because they're everywhere.
Yep.
Good second down stop there by Summertown. And keep the clock running, make it 3rd and 4 for Mount Pleasant. Going to be close, probably right at the 2-minute mark when Mount Pleasant snaps this ball. All right. Hands it off. That's Plunkett powering forward. If he didn't get the first down, he's going to be
Right
close,
at it.
and I think the spot's probably going to give it to him.
Yep.
They're saying move the sticks. Well, no, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
That's big right there for Mount Pleasant. That if Summertown doesn't use their timeout, you either score a touchdown here or you just run this half out, one of the two.
Easterling, quarterback keeper, running around the right edge. He's going to be swarmed up, and the good job for Summertown, they tackled him inbounds. So the clock will continue to run. As I said, Mount Pleasant looks like they're going to use their last timeout now and talk about it. 1.5 minutes to go here before halftime. We'll take a timeout with them and be right back.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in
All right, Mount Pleasant trying to get a score before halftime as they lead it 7-0. Minute and a half to go here in the first half. Easterling's going to stay in at quarterback, going to fake the handoff. Now we've got a whistle and a stoppage and a false start on Mount Pleasant. That's rough coming out of a timeout.
Yeah.
No kid Hartsfield can't be very happy about that.
Well, one thing if you're Mount Pleasant, I think their kicker, and like we talked, man, he's got a heck of a leg on him. You want a touchdown here, definitely. But if you can get the ball, reasonably close, you can still make it a 2-score game.
Yeah.
So they don't necessarily just have to go for broke here.
Looks like the quarterback for Mount Pleasant and John Michael Wright, he's back on the field now as he went off hobbling, but he seems to be okay. He's got McClure, the Kim McClure, side him to his right in the shotgun formation. Back to throw. Wide open is McClure on the wheel route. Summertown's going to push him out of bounds at around the 10. But again, Adam, I don't know how that man ends up that open. And it looks like we've got a penalty against Mount Pleasant. So negate that gain. Let's see what the call was. I think we had a false start or an offsides on Mount Pleasant.
I don't know. There's been 2 or 3 calls tonight, Clint, against Mount Pleasant and Summertown. I'm still trying to figure out what they are. But look, Clint, I mean, I don't know how many times they can continue to get that open in the secondary. You played great against the run.
Same setup, same formation. 3 receivers to the left. McClure coming out of the backfield, and he'll be the target. Catches it, gets away from one defender. No, he doesn't. Max Dillard's going to keep him until somebody else can push him out of bounds. So McClure does get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 1:15.
But that'll make it 3rd and probably about 19, Clint.
Yeah.
Now, on a good note, if you're Summertown, if you can get a stop here, force a punt, worst case, it's a 1-score game. Mount Pleasant will get the football coming out. But, hey, the way Summertown offensively has struggled, the penalties, how sloppy it's been, I think you take down 7-0 to Mount Pleasant at half and probably be fairly happy with it.
Agreed. All right, let's see. That is Wright with McClure to his left. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. McClure coming out in the slot. Gets hit as he throws. Ball's going to be wide as Caden McCrory swore that almost had him a sack. Going to force a punt by Mount Pleasant as they don't want to give Summertown the ball back with 2 timeouts and 1:09 to go at around midfield.
Well, this young man's got a leg. He pinned Summertown back. Summertown does have 2 timeouts.
Summertown does not have a returner on the field. Now Bailey's going to back up to take that duty. Punts away, and it's a good one. Bailey caught it off his helmet and almost lost it, but he does reel it in. Gets about the 24. So Summertown will have 1:07 to work with 2 timeouts. How aggressive are we playing offense right here, Adam?
Man, you're reading my mind because I'm fixing to ask you the same question.
I'm going to give it 1 shot. I'm going to give 1 shot.
I don't know. Like I said, Clint, you play this game tonight with nothing to lose, I feel like. And I don't know why you're going to change now. Go and attack. You want to give your offense a little bit of confidence into the second half. Now, I was really impressed with that last drive of Summertown. You know, you just had the fumble that killed it, but I'm with you. I think you be really aggressive here.
He's got Smith beside him, and he is going to throw. Swings it out to Niehaus. Catches it, and he swarmed as soon as he does.
Yeah, that's
gain of about 1.
Yeah, they're going
maybe 2.
Yeah, with 4 progress, they're going to give him about 3, maybe 4.
Summertown looks like they are trying to play hurry.
Well, you got your timeouts.
The spot man still has not put it in the right position. He's lost his last year's Easter egg.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Clock is rolling, and you've got somebody. Yeah, that should be a penalty. That's going to be illegal participation on Mount Pleasant. Their big offensive lineman, he was about 15 yards from getting off the field. He never made it. So they're going to get 11 men on the field here.
12 men.
Yeah, or 12, excuse me. Yeah, that'll move it up. The thing about it is, Clint, you're moving it. The problem is you've pretty much sucked half of the clock that was originally on it, and you really haven't gone anywhere. So you still got your 2 timeouts, but if you're going to try to get something here, it's got to be more than 4 yards at a time.
All right, Niehaus and Love to the right. Bailey to the left. McCrory trying to run off the right edge. He's got some room. Needs to get out of bounds, but McCrory doesn't. Summertown will take their timeout, I'm sure, here.
Well, the first down will stop the clock. I'm curious, though, Summertown's going to go ahead and take it.
Let's talk about what we're doing here, and we will. We'll stay right here with it. Only 24 seconds left, and Summertown with 1 timeout remaining after this one. I tell you what, had some signs of life here. Now, Mount Pleasant has helped us again to get to midfield. But as we saw that last play, if it's a catch, this game's tied, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, I've been waiting on one of these games from Summertown offensively. You're not going to play perfect every game, Clint. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have games where they struggle. But right now, really, you would like to hope you're going in 0-0. Basically, 2 blown coverages basically is why you're down 7-0. Okay, it is what it is. The fumble hurts, but like you were saying, that young man, he's trying to reach out and get a touchdown. It's going to happen.
From Lewis County, Lewis County has scored, but Loretta leads at 27-12.
Yeah.
Right before half there. So Summertown, I think, woke Lewis County up last week.
Are you thinking air it out and Hail Mary type thing here soon, Clint? Or are you just thinking trying to get a field goal? You've got a decent little kicker ourselves here. Are you trying to think field goal? Field goal range. I mean, what are you doing? You got a timeout.
All right, Stoll.
My goodness.
I said I don't know.
Offsides on Mount Pleasant. Can we go back to that one, Clint? Somebody had to have, somebody probably had to have lined up again offsides. Yeah, easily right here, right on our end. He's
left tackle.
Yeah.
For Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
Number 30.
That's crazy.
Easton Plunkett. So a little help again from Mount Pleasant. Makes it 1st and 5. 32 seconds go. Summertown with 1 timeout. 3 receivers to the right. Niehaus alone to the left. In motion, Stoll. Going to roll to his right. Throws a dart. He's got a man. That's Bailey.
That is a touchdown.
He's in the end zone.
Look at that. Unbelievable. And it's coming back.
And we're going to negate this one as well.
What do we have here?
Let's watch our replay and see what we see.
What is the call, Clint? I mean, what are they calling here?
Holding.
I don't see.
Well, I've already said it, Adam, and I'm saying it for both teams.
I'm looking here, Clint. Let's see if we see something. I don't see a hold anywhere.
I'm saying it for both teams.
I don't see it.
Nobody wanted the referee to be a part of a 4-0 head-to-head contest between 2 teams. I think they're wanting the air horns gone.
Well, it's artificial noisemakers, Clint. They could actually have them all shut off if they wanted to.
All right, so we're gonna have to cut off the air horns.
I don't see a hold there anywhere.
I've never seen a hold call.
There's been some.
Summertown faithful letting the referees hear it. We'll see if they let them hear it with another air horn. All right, so negate the touchdown on the beautiful throw by Stoll. Stoll will just keep it. Summertown's going to just try to let the quarter run out, and probably will. Oh, that's two big plays at them.
I'm sitting here. Let's see what we've got.
It had to be that on just basically throwing down 74 there. And Summertown will take their last timeout. See if we're going to draw something up. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing nothing that it doesn't happen any worse. Nothing that doesn't happen on every high school play for the last 20 years. I don't know.
Yeah. So we've got a rough one here, folks, and I hope if we've got any Mount Pleasant viewers, which I know we do, I hope you don't think I'm saying this for Summertown's side as well. Mount Pleasant's being tacked with a lot of things, and
Mount Pleasant's been hit with a few things that I'm not sure what they were either. It's not. I don't necessarily say it's.
We've got a set of officials that they're wanting to be part of this ball game a little too much for my liking.
Mount Pleasant's had at least one or two against them that I'm still wondering what they were. Now there have been some obvious things, for sure, but. Yeah, there's been a couple for Mount Pleasant that I'm still scratching my head over about what those penalties were. Summertown's been bitten as well. So, yeah.
All right. Summertown taking all the time they can out of this timeout. I think that timeout was pretty much let Dan Winfrey give head referee a piece of his mind. Do want to let everybody know Summertown High School Volleyball. Loretta's at Summertown Monday. Lawrence County's. Give me a second to correct myself, Will. Jeez. Just like my wife. I could have Gretchen come up here. Lawrence County's at Summertown Monday. Loretta's at Summertown Tuesday. It'll be senior night against Mount Pleasant at Summertown Thursday. It was also 8th grade night for our Summertown Middle School. Will got to be on the court tonight to walk his daughter Macy. Her 8th grade night tonight for the middle school. So volleyball in full swing as well. Let's see what Summertown dials up with 10 seconds to go. Stoll throws it across the middle to Niehaus, and that's where he'll go down. Nowhere close to the first down as we I don't know how many yards we backed up, but it was a lot of whatever that play was.
Well, I think they possibly may have hit our coach with maybe an unsportsmanlike as well. That might have backed it up even more that we weren't aware of.
I'm going to have to go down here during halftime, get some clarification. I think Will's going to leave it with us for the band. So if you want to stay right here and tune in, we'll be back. The first half was crazy. We'll be back for the second half. Maybe we'll see how it goes here on the X Sports Network.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your sports forecast.
Fred Gossett here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Friday evening with your latest forecast update. Mostly clear to partly cloudy this evening. Maybe some patchy areas of fog toward daybreak, but not too big of a deal from that. Dropping out of the 70s into the 60s overnight. Most of us toward the mid-60s by daybreak. Here's your overnight lows across the area. Mid to upper 60s for many of us. Again, maybe some patchy fog toward daybreak. Otherwise, mostly clear skies with light north to northeasterly winds. And then as we head into our Saturday, we're warm once again into the low to mid 90s across the area, between 90 and 93, but still a low humidity air mass. So not worried about heat index values running away with us. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy and maybe a 10% chance of a stray shower sneaking in here northwest of the Natchez Trace Parkway, but the overwhelming vast majority of us staying dry. Can't rely on a shower as we head into Sunday or Monday either. The main rainfall with this frontal system staying to the northwest of us until we get into the middle part of the weekend. That front moves in here. Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday, we'll have increasing chances of showers. Maybe a few thunder showers as we head Wednesday into Thursday. Temperatures also on the downhill swing as we head through the latter part of next week into next weekend, with daytime highs getting back into the lower 80s as early as Wednesday and then into the upper 70s as we wrap up next week and head into next weekend. Some cooler and drier air coming, but some of the forecast may depend on the tropics just a bit. Stray shower possible, mainly northwest of the Natchez Trace Parkway. Chance of that's only 10%. The vast majority of us dry with partly cloudy skies on our Saturday. Daytime highs into the lower 90s. And then for your Sunday here, partly cloudy skies, upper 80s to lower 90s across the area. Stray shower can't be ruled out on Monday. A better chance of showers and maybe a rumble or two of thunder Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Thursday. And then we'll watch the tropics to see what they do. There may be a Gulf of Mexico system for some part of the Gulf Coast as we head toward the end next week. But cooler and drier air does look like it comes down into the area. There's look your latest 7-day forecast. You can always get the latest information on the free Tennessee Valley Weather app. If you're watching this on your computer or television screen, scan the QR code here on the screen. Otherwise, if you're watching on your mobile device, it's a free download in the Apple App Store or Google Play.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Patient care at its finest is found at Tennessee Valley Family Care. From primary to infant care, physicals, women's health, allergies, diabetes management, plus on-site labs and ultrasounds. Let practitioners Liz Phillips, Kathy Cohen, and Stephanie Tucker care for your health and your entire family's health. Let Tennessee Valley Family Care help you reach your health care goals.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Looking for a place to pick up your pumpkins for the fall? Then the Hudson Valley Pumpkin Farm is the place to go. Located at 356 Hudson Road, Hudson Valley is 10 acres of fun awaiting for you. They also have corn stalks, mums, and anything else you would need for the fall. It is open starting Saturday, September 14th, and will run every Saturday throughout the fall from 9 to 5 until they run out. You can also visit during the week upon request. For more information, use the QR code at the end of this commercial.
If you're looking for the right someone to mow your property, do landscaping, dirt work, land clearing, fence row clearing, bush hogging, or gutter clearing, call Shake Me Up Lawn Care today, 931-244-0841.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Hi there everyone, this is Ann Marr with Coldwell Banker Southern Realty. I want to say a great big thank you, Lawrence County, for voting me as your favorite realtor. What a huge honor this is to be voted this by my many clients, my friends, my peers, the people I love. I greatly appreciate all of you so much. I have loved working with many of you, some of you several times, and I look forward to meeting and working with many more of you in the future. I promise to give you 110% of my time, attention, and expertise to make your sale or purchase happen. Just give me a call at 931-242-2643, and let's talk.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care, from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best, because your future is worth it.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real and Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com. Don't just find a job, find a career with Resource MFG. The team at Resource MFG in Lawrenceburg has the resources and experience to find you a full or part-time position right away. Now recruiting for open positions in Lawrence, Giles, and Murray counties. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time or looking to take your career to the next level, let your journey begin with Resource MFG. Located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Phone 931-570-2111 to jumpstart your career today.
Are you tired of missing out on?
All right, welcome back in as we got a minute left in halftime. Summertown trails to Mount Pleasant 7-0. And let's just call it what's been a wild one, Adam. Something I hadn't seen. I may have seen it, but I hadn't seen it in a long time. I hope any of our Mount Pleasant viewers and Summertown viewers know that I'm saying this. I feel like there's way too much laundry on the field hurting both teams.
Yeah.
But first time I've seen in a long time, our PA announcer, Mr. John Daniel, got us an extra 15 on one.
I was telling you, I've seen it called before against PA guys before, so it's not the first. I'll just say that. So
we all thought that head referee was telling to cut out the noisemakers, or the cowbells or the air horns, and he may have been, but what definitely was to John, because I think John's exact words was, "This is getting ridiculous," on the microphone.
Yeah.
So that's something we can't do. But to John's credit, it didn't negate the touchdown. The holding call negated the touchdown. It just gave us an extra 15, which at that point didn't matter. We was trying to get. We were going to halftime.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Of course, now if John messes us up here in a minute, we may have to go.
Are we gonna go?
You're probably going to be the public address announcer.
Well, you don't want me over there. I promise you, Clint. I promise you. You don't want me doing it.
Looks like they are going to put an extra 3 minutes on the clock. But Adam, let's talk about it. Let's start with Mount Pleasant. We said I think Summertown knows they should be tied, or have at least got some points on the board, missed some opportunities. But Mount Pleasant, I think they know they have too. And I'll tell you one young man that has really impressed me. They've got a lot of young men that have really impressed me, but John Michael Wright, their quarterback, every throw he's made now to his credit, to his receiver's credit, they've been wide open.
Yeah,
but he puts that ball on a dime.
He does. He's got a strong arm. But like you said, he was benefited early with a few blown coverages. But that's not his fault. I mean, he's putting him right on the money.
And he's got protection to make some good throws a lot of times. You also got to give J.P. Easterling, man, what a first half. He's been running the Wildcat. He's been running running back position. He's been a receiver. He's been all over the field on defense. Kick returner that's got him into a great field goal position, great field position as well. Mount Pleasant, I feel like if you're Kid Hartsfield, you got to be okay with what you've done, but you also got to know you've left some points on the board. Now, let's go to Summertown. Really, everything you've shown promising has come back, and it's my fault 100% because I've said they've won their 4 games because they were the least penalized. Well, they've got a ton of them tonight.
Well, like you said, I think Mount Pleasant, they've left things out there. They've had multiple false starts. You've had multiple offsides of people lining up just across the ball. They know they can play better. Summertown, they have to be feeling right now that they have outplayed Mount Pleasant. That's got to be in their minds Because bottom line is, you have a wide receiver that's 30 yards behind the defense, wide open in the end zone. The ball falls. Okay, you have a questionable fumble call at the goal line where we're going in. Where look, it is what it is. You've got that. You've got another touchdown negated on a questionable holding call somewhere. Okay, so Summertown's staring 21 points in the board just for some minor things. Mount Pleasant, they really haven't moved the ball on the ground. I mean, I think their longest run was 8 yards right there, right toward the end of the half by their quarterback.
Come in, let's see.
Yeah, he had a big
came
run.
in and broke off a big run.
Yeah.
But other than that, Summertown swarmed pretty well, especially anything off the edge.
Yeah.
I think both teams looking at this on things that they can improve on.
Yeah, no doubt.
But if you're Summertown, you're kicking off now, and you got to go right back to playing defense and try to get a stop and get the ball back. I think both teams' goals coming out of halftime, let's play cleaner.
Yeah, well, and I think –
and I hope the referees went in there and talked and said, okay, let's keep them in our pockets unless it's blatantly obvious. I hope.
and I think Mount Pleasant has to feel good about their passing game overall this first half. I think you probably see them going to the air a little bit more. They've had open receivers. They might want to try some things to open up their run a little bit, and that might be a good start for them. But Summertown just needs to go out here and keep playing defense like they have, and maybe get the football back and try to get something going on offense without some of these penalties.
Mount Pleasant, they've saw its tape. They're set up for an onside recovery. Summertown fakes it. Now they'll drop back. Of course, they do that every kickoff. It's Hoffman back to get us started in this second half. Poocher toward the sideline. Hit the ground. Almost recovered by Kason Bailey, I think. Is that Bailey? Yes. He almost had a hand on it. I think he touched it inbounds. So either way, they're going to have great field position.
He was wanting to throw the flag for an out of bounds kick, but I think the official is saying it was touched before it went out, so it wouldn't be a flag. Yeah, but let's see if he may be picking it up though and putting it back in. Yeah, I don't think you will have anything there because basically that was just a muffed ball by your kicking team out of bounds because it touched the kicking team before it went out. So, yeah, they're giving it to him right where the ball went out. Yeah. Now, I will say that's probably not the prototypical pooch they're wanting. That was really short, and if Bailey doesn't get to it, that ball is going out.
And
it's going out of bounds.
Credit Kason Bailey. If it's a half a second sooner,
yep.
he's got an onside recovery.
Yeah.
Easterling in the quarterback position to start this opening drive for Mount Pleasant. Running to his right, going to go off right tackle. He's got some running room, gets about 9 out of it. Well, referee giving him a hell of a spot on the other side.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a first down.
Looked a little short, but he's getting up a little slow too.
Now we're going to have an injury timeout as Easterling is.
He got up for a second. He was going to try to walk it off. Now he's back down. Yeah, I'm with you, Clint. Great run. I mean, and he was very close, but, man, I thought he was about a yard short.
Good Lord.
Will, can we replay that one more time, please? Could you do that? Okay, let's see what we've got here. Knees down there about a yard before.
And gets an extra
an extra 2 yards.
All right.
Well, that's great. Well, at least they're picking up where they left off. You know?
I don't know if the head man that schedules referees are listening to this one, but
well, look,
next time you got 2 4-0.
Listen, Clint, I'm gonna tell you something. You know me. I officiated for 4 or 5 years. I made so many mistakes, my friend.
Right.
You would laugh at some of the dumb stuff I did. It is a tough job. You're under a lot of pressure. You want to do a good job. There's just been a few things tonight, and I think you would agree that I'm just questioning. And I'm not saying they're right, they're wrong. I was never perfect. I made a ton of mistakes, man. They were laughable at times, but there's just a few things that I'm just having a hard time wrapping my little mind around.
All right, the ball is set, so the clock should run. Well, now it will be run. All right, so first and 10, right back in at quarterback, under center. Going to hand it off, trying to get around the right edge for Mount Pleasant.
Maybe
it's number 22, Carter Dunn.
I don't know if you've noticed either, Clint, but we've got some glitchiness going on with our scoreboard.
We do.
And I don't know what's going on with it. But
John may be doing that on purpose. That may be his protest.
Yeah, it's scoreboard's going crazy for Summertown here over in the corner. I don't know what's going on with it. Looks like maybe a short or something. But anyway.
All right. So 2nd and 88, according to our scoreboard.
Yeah, so close to it.
2nd 8. Right back under center. McClure in motion. That's Jalen McClure.
Drop back to pass.
Got plenty of time. Going to chunk it. Ball broken up and intercepted by Logan Love. Great job, Logan Love. Spotted all the way, jumped in front of the receiver, went up higher, brought it down with it. First mistake Wright's made. Hey, what happens when I brag on somebody?
Yeah, I'm the same way. And he's played great tonight, Clint, but that ball was underthrown. That ball was underthrown, and Love did a great job getting back in front of that receiver. So Summertown with it on about their 25-yard line here.
All right, Stoll going to take back over. He's thrown through 2 beauties, but the bad thing is neither one of them counted.
Yeah.
He's going to keep that one on the option read. Trying to cut it back up the middle. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he'll get about a
plus
yard.
A little out of it, but not much.
Yeah, yard, maybe 2 at the best.
I think we've got a lineman for Mount Pleasant's hurt.
Yeah.
And that's going to be their big man, number 69, Connor Scherer. He's down, and we'll take another injury timeout. We'll be back here on the Exports Network.
Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg is your go-to stop to complete your home, business, a combination of both, or really anything you can think of. With one of the region's biggest selection of bedroom furniture, name brand mattresses, recliners, living room and dining room suites, accents for the home or office, quality name brand appliances, and did I mention Swap and Shop services what they sell? This is family owned and operated business at its best. And the best part is, they'll treat you like family too.
We got bedroom suites, mattresses, dining room suites, appliances, outdoor equipment, mowers, and more. See us at the Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
All right, back at it is Connor Scherer slowly walking off the field. I hope that's just a cramp for the big man. Getting some help there. But that'll make it 2nd and 8. Summertown, if you're just not joining us, Mount Pleasant throws an interception to start the second half. So Summertown's going to take the ball. They trail it 7-0 to Mount Pleasant. Punching it up the middle, that's Quint Smith. A short gain. Gets to about the 30. I'll make it 3rd down and 5. Yeah, Adam, I don't know what's going on with our scoreboard.
Yeah, it looks like it might have a short in it or something. It's just flashing like crazy. This is a big play call here, Clint. You're not in a situation for 4 down territory. I don't think here is. You're still deep in your own territory. You need a 1st down here if you're Summertown.
Stoles in under center. Quint Smith behind him. Double reverse, hands off to Love. He's trying to make one miss, and he does. He got the 1st down and then some. Love.
He may go. He may
go. To the 40. To the 30. To the 20. to the 10, end zone, touchdown, Summertown, Logan Love on the reverse.
What a play call.
And for the first time after a big play, I see no laundry on the field.
Don't say that. There may be one they're looking for.
Somebody tell John Daniel to be quiet over there, and we've got a touchdown.
Hey, what a cutback. You know, what a move. Right in the middle of the field in traffic. And once he got moving, man, he exploded. He was gone.
So Bradley Hoffman on for the PAT to tie this thing up.
This is a big kick here, Clint. I mean, these aren't necessarily locks here. You better be blocking if you're Summertown.
Because 7-6 could be the final score, the way this contest is
could be. You need to hit this extra point, and your line needs to block here because Mount Pleasant could block this thing.
Nobody taking a play off.
No.
Snap to Love. Down, kicks up, and through. We're tied at 7. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
All right, welcome back to Summertown. Logan Love on the end around, goes about 70 yards and ties this thing up on the extra point by Bradley Hoffman. We're tied at 7, 9:42 to go. Summertown will be kicking it back to Mount Pleasant. Just like that, Adam, we've got a tied ball game.
Yeah, it's a big run. That young man can fly. Once he got into the clear, he was gone.
Another pooch kick by Hoffman. It's going to be fielded down at around the 30. Does break away and is going to go out of bounds just shy of the 40. So good piece of catching and running there by number 22, Carter Dunn. As I thought he was swelled up around the 30, Adam, and next thing you know, he got around 10 more yards out of it.
He did a good job tiptoeing up the sideline, working the sideline, got a lot of extra yards there. So they're starting in pretty solid field position, about where they started their last possession.
If you're just now joining us, Summertown trailed after half, 7-0. Mount Pleasant made really their first mistake. Quarterback John Michael Wright kind of threw an underthrown ball, and it was picked off by Logan Love.
Yeah, looks like our young man who was injured last, he's back in for Mount Pleasant. That's a good sign for them.
That's number 4. It's a good sign for Mount Pleasant. Easterling, he went out hurt, but he's back in there now. Fakes the handoff, looking for the option now. Hands it off.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere
he just got
to
popped.
go. As McClure is going to be tackled. It looks like they're giving him a forward progress of a gain about 1. But good job, Summertown swarming in on that one. Make it 2nd down and 9.
He's going to give him almost 3 yards.
Good Lord.
I just don't see that. I don't see.
Watch Will's replay here. Let's see how far McClure got.
I mean.
Okay.
He's getting about an extra yard and a half
if
again.
You couldn't tell, Will Pettis did not agree with it.
Yeah.
McClure goes in motion, squares out to the left.
They run
little
into
miscommunication, run into each other as Easterling is going to run into number 29,
like his fullback.
Plunkett.
Yeah, they ran into each other.
So that'll make it 3rd and about 5.
Yeah.
Get another spot like that, it'll be about 3rd and 2. But no, they're going to say 3rd and 4. Give a big shout out to my father-in-law, Mr. Jason Chapman, said he called BS.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that was on that holding call.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. Say hello to Mr. Parks Hartsfield, little brother to Mount Pleasant coach, Kid Hartsfield.
He's going to fall down.
Going to trip and fall, trying to turn the edge.
He's getting up slow again. Hopefully he's okay. I think he had a lower body problem the last time when he went out. Hopefully it didn't re-aggravate something.
So it looks like a wholesale substitution here for Mount Pleasant. I think they're going to punt it away and not flirt with going
Well, look,
for it.
you've already been bamboozled once if you're Summertown early in this game on a great play call by Mount Pleasant. You're going to stay at home here if you're them. You're not going to let them pull something here to get themselves a first down. Got to be careful.
Bailey is going back now. Snap's good that time. Low line driver. Take a big bounce. Oh, goes off Bailey. He's got to recover it, and he goes back and gets it. Now Bailey's got a little room off the edge. 25, picks a flag up. We're going to get a block in the back on McCrory.
It will be. Coach Smith, he knows it. He sees it, and it was. That was a block in the back. It's coming back, and that I believe that is the correct call. Yep. Yeah, that is the correct call. Good call by the official.
So got another man down for Mount Pleasant.
You'll see it right here coming up. Once it's recovered. It'll be when he tries to turn the corner here.
McCrory coming in.
That is not a block in the back.
Shoulder.
That is not a block in the back. That is from the side, and that should not have been a penalty. That is another blown call. That is another ridiculous penalty that was from the side. That is not a block in the back.
Tough break. Again, we got another injury timeout. We'll be back in just a minute here on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call
All right, back at it. Me and Adam just discussing. I don't really know why the ball is spotted here if it was a block in the back.
The only thing I'm wondering, Clint, is that was where the block occurred. It's where the ball was when the block occurred. So here we go back now.
Yeah, no, they're not. Summertown's just
never mind. I don't understand. Maybe that might have where it's where the football was when the block occurred. So
I guess, yeah.
If it was up in front of it, moved back to that spot. Either way.
All right, powering forward, that's McCrory, who just picked up that bogus block in the back.
But look,
and listen, guys, me and Adam, I feel like we've done a good job of we don't harp on officials.
No,
but
we don't.
We're watching. We'll show in the replay now. I mean, that's side to side.
It is a coming right here. And
that's
he's
not a block
right
in the back.
From the side. It's nowhere near a block in the back.
And it negated 50 return yards by Case and Bailey.
Yeah.
They would have set Summertown up in great position again. So
yeah, that is a ridiculous call.
All right, you got McCrory in the backfield again. It's 2nd down and 7. Stole under center. Hands it off to McCrory. More of the same, just powering forward. Going to get a good run again. Get about 3 more out of it. Should make it about 3rd and 2.
But look, Clint, if you're Summertown here, you know, it's been a crazy game. They're starting to move football. This line of Mount Pleasance is really good. They're really strong, but they're also really big. Keep them on the field. Try to run them down, and they're busting off more chunks of yardage now. Keeping Mount Pleasant's defense on the field.
All right, Smith in there now.
And there is a false start on Summertown.
Yep, number 56 for Summertown. That's Heath Benefield. A little premature on that one. Going to back it up 5. So instead of 3rd and 2, going to be 3rd and 7. Summertown crowd don't like it, but it's the right call.
It is the right call. It's a good call by the official. But, yeah, like you said, Clint, I'll be honest, I don't think we've really even spoken much about officials all year.
No.
In 4 games. I mean, that's not something we do here. I think officiating's been pretty solid all year.
Did Summertown not just break the huddle with 12 players? Guess not. Hand off to Love. I'm trying to turn the edge. You can't do it. And that'll make it 4th down and a long 2.
Call of the game, Clint, in my opinion. What do you do?
I think you got to punt it.
Nah, they're going to give him. It's going to be 4th and 1. They're moving it up. That's less than a yard, Clint.
Well, we're going to try to draw them off sides first, I guarantee it. No, we're not. Stoll's going to take it, and he's going to power forward. Let's see what kind of spot we get. According to the man across the field, it should be a first.
Yeah, they're going to get it. Well, if he does like he's done most of the night, we get 1.5 yards to 2 yards added on.
All right.
So he should easily have from that side.
They will move the sticks. 1st down for Summertown. I have been informed, Adam, and Mr. John Daniels was asked not to do any public address for the whole second half, so I've been wondering why it's been a little quiet, but
yeah.
Hey, I'm proud of him. It's not many times you can get a 15-yarder from the booth. Stoll, hands off. Quint Smith plunging forward, going to get about 4 out of it, maybe 5. Good 1st down run.
You know, Clint, you see him, and you just see him plowing for yards, and you just see a couple. But, I mean, he's ripping off chunks of 4 and 5 every time he's touching.
Agree.
It doesn't look like a lot, but when you're putting your offense in 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, McCrory going to check in for him, give him a break. Lawrence County's now down 21-7 to Columbia, and Loretta's just opened up a can at Hohenwald, 34-12.
Yeah,
and it's still in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and you know they weren't happy with last week. I expect this. That's a really good football team down there at Loretta.
End around. I think that was Pugh.
Maybe 2.
Not going to get hardly anything out of that. Does get across the 45.
Look, you're in 4. I mean, you got to figure, Clint.
Yeah.
You got 3.5 yards. You got 2 plays.
Lose yardage.
No, I mean unless you just lose something here that's drastic. I think you're looking at 4 down territory again. If they did it once, they should do it again.
I tell you what, I'd run that play action throw that we did to Bailey or Niehaus and see if it's there again.
Yeah, you never know.
I'd go for the throw on this one. Of course, I've never coached the first football game either. Going to plunge forward with McCrory. He'll get the 1st down. Good hard-nosed running by McCrory. And, Adam, you know, you may be starting to see Summertown, just like they did last week in that second half against Loretta. You know, those big linemen for Mount Pleasant, you got that combination.
I'm going to tell you the game that I really thought they really excelled as far as tearing defenses down and wearing them down was the Wayne County game, if you remember, Clint.
Yes.
That size line. In the second half, they really wore them down, kept them on the field, and started getting more chunks of yardage.
Ball's at midfield. Pitch out to Pugh.
Nowhere to go that time.
Get around the edge.
And that is a great tackle.
Casey Bailey, who usually doesn't miss blocks, he missed one there. And Plunkett got to that one and wrapped up Pugh in the backfield. So loss of 2.
That was a great tackle there by that young man.
If we'll watch our replay here, let's see. I think that's Bailey. Yeah.
Yeah, he got knocked over, bowled over. And
it wasn't Plunkett. It was actually number 22, Carter Dunn.
Yeah. This is a great play by that young man, shaking off the block and getting to the tackle. That's how they teach it.
That's one thing we haven't really been as successful around the edge toward the sideline tonight, Adam.
Look, you're playing a more talented team that is faster. They're gifted. This is a good defense, man. I mean, it's tough sledding out there.
Pitch out to Love. Love's looking to throw. He had a man. He got tripped up. We're going to see a flag and a pass interference.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Summertown fans are going to go crazy now because I think they finally might have had one go their way.
Coach Kid Hartsfield across the way, he does not look very happy about that.
And we also, they're going to have they're actually calling it a hold.
Mm-hmm.
The white hat here called it a hold like he was held. So but either way, Will, I don't know if we got a replay. I don't know if we could even see that far down the field on the pass. I'd be curious to see if he was held, maybe he tripped up.
I don't think it'll be enough for a first down, Adam, but it will make it second down and very short.
Yeah, it looked like he was probably grabbed. He's on the opposite side of the field. You really can't see it, but anyway, they called it. So.
See, that's why is it not just a pass interference? You're interfering with a pass.
I know.
You'd think it'd be an automatic first down, but it's not. Yeah. But Summertown needs to be able to get 2 yards anyways. Power forward with Quint Smith, and he'll get those 2 yards plus some. And our clock, I don't know that it ever started after that play.
It has not. It's still sitting still.
Quint's coming up gingerly.
He's okay.
Have to reset the chains. Now they've restarted the clock. Calm down, Will. You'll be all right.
And look, if you're Mount Pleasant now, you're getting into a danger area if you're Mount Pleasant, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to see a ton of Smith. You're going to have to key on him, but you had better be ready for Stoll to keep the football. And if you worry too much about Smith, Stoll will burn you here. He's done it before.
Quick handoff to Smith, powering forward again. He's dragging Mount Pleasant defenders with him every run he makes. Gets about 5 or 6 out of that one.
Yeah, as Summertown has continued to possess the ball, possession by possession, they're just ripping off more and more chunks each time.
Let's see, Stoll and Smith coming off the field here. Max Dillard will take the snap out of the shotgun with McCrory beside him to his left. Quint Smith, he looks a little banged up right now. Hands it off to McCrory, and I tell you, Mount Pleasant was in that backfield by the time Dillard caught that snap.
Well, the whole timing was thrown off. The snap was high. That play was busted. Was not off to a good start from the time the snap went.
Less than a minute to go here in the third.
Nice play by Mount Pleasant there, getting into the backfield.
3rd and 6 now. Summertown lost about 2 on that one.
I'm just wondering here if you're not ready for Stoll pulling it here, Clint, and seeing if you could get him around an edge.
You got Love, Pugh, and McCrory in the pistol formation. 2 receivers out to the left. Stoll. Now McCrory's not going to get the first down, but I think he's got 4 down range, as Will said, and I thought it too. I thought Summertown's left tackle jumped way early and got away with one there.
Yeah, I did too. Well, you're looking at a long 3, even 4, Clint, 4th and 4. But honestly, you've given Mount Pleasant the football there every kickoff and every possession at this point.
And they're going to let the clock run out and take us to the 4th quarter. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a few minutes on the X-Works Network.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
All right, getting ready to start the 4th quarter. Summertown's got it, 4th and 4. Looks like they're going to go for it. I'll be honest with you, Adam. I wish I could take these air horns and cowbells and throw them away. Pugh in motion. Pitch out. Love trying to turn the corner. He gets one block. We'll have the first down. Goes down across the 30. It'll be enough for a first down. Good play call there by Summertown, and Mount Pleasant has another player injured.
Yeah. Not sure. He's starting to get up, though. Maybe he is okay, but they're coming out to check on him. That is number 22.
Number 22, Carter Dunn. He's been on a lot of plays tonight.
He has. He's in some pain, it looks like, too.
He's hurt. So I'll tell you what, we'll take another one with us, pay some sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenneke Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenneke has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenneke Properties. Visit Tenneke.com or phone 931-244-4602.
Head on over to Shaw Southeast Distributing in Lawrenceburg to find everything you need for your home, business, or fundraiser. To make life easier, Shaw Southeast Distributing now accepts EB.
Carter Dunn walks off on his own wheel, so that's good to see for Mount Pleasant. Summertown did pick up the first down on the pitch out to Logan Love. So they're got something cooking up here. 1st and 10, ball on the 27. Just started the fourth quarter. Quick slant over the middle, and it's intercepted. Not going to open my mouth again.
Great play.
Yep. I think by the time Love looked up,
the receiver.
I think Love probably could have broke it up, but by the time he noticed it, it was already in the defensive back's hands.
Yeah, I don't even think the receiver had really even turned his head to see the ball yet.
Yeah,
I mean, he really hadn't even located. The ball was just let go. And
Stoll hadn't made many mistakes tonight, but that was one of them.
Yeah, it was. And Mount Pleasant's got it, though. But, look, they do limit the return, so Mount Pleasant starting on their own 36, which has been close to about their starting position most of the night anyway. So we'll see what happens.
Here's where you probably would take a shot if you're Mount Pleasant, go for the jugular, Adam.
I agree.
But they don't. Going to hand it off. Summertown's going to swarm it close to the line of scrimmage, but the referee across the field, he's giving them, looks like about 3 out of it. So that's McClure.
Yeah, it's going to give them, 3 yards.
Dakari McClure.
I'm just waiting on Mount Pleasant to go deep, Clint. They've got so many weapons. If I was going to go, this would be when I do it and try to burn Summertown after a big turnover right there.
Right. Calling for his receiver, changing his play, looks like it's a line, maybe a route. Swings out to the right, looking to throw. Got time, lets it fly. Caught. McClure, Jakari McClure is going to catch that in traffic. Taysom Bailey's going to lay the hit on him, but not before he picks up about 20.
Yeah, it was a chunk right up the middle. That's a beautiful throw, man. Thread of the needle, it's what you got to do. Mount Pleasant's in business right now, Clint. They're inside the 40.
Right, well, you called it, looking for that big pass play.
That looked like a false start.
Got to be. Everybody moved except the center.
Where were we at earlier in the year, Clint? Was it Wayne County where the official actually announced, or maybe it was, I think it was the last Loretta game where it said false start, offensive line.
The whole offensive line, yeah.
Yeah, I got a kick out of that. But, yeah, that I know this is one thing Coach from Mount Pleasant, Hartsfield, Kit's going to have to address. They've had some costly penalties just of their own accord tonight. This team's talented, but they're going to have to get those things cleaned up.
We've kind of griped on officials, but those are self-inflicting by the teams.
Yes. Summertown's had their own, too.
Two men in motion for Mount Pleasant. They both come set left to right. Going to hand it off. That's Plunkett. Powering forward. Going to have a first down and then some. He drags 3 Summertown defenders with him.
Yep.
Tell you what, that Plunkett kid, when he gets going, it's about like Quint Smith, except he's a little faster.
Well, and they haven't really given him the football a ton tonight. Really, I mean, he had a huge run up the middle early in the first half, and man, he runs so hard. I think I'd be looking to maybe get that young man's hands on it a lot more.
He's back in the backfield. McClure's going to step up in that slot formation. Now he goes in motion. Right. Gets a snap. Hands it back off to Plunkett. Going to left edge. Going to be tackled after a gain of about 4. Mount Pleasant just kind of doing what they want to right now, Adam, and running clock.
Well, it seems that turnover, that interception right there, man, that you have the momentum, and that just kind of sucks the life out of you at times. And Mount Pleasant's capitalized on it to their credit, man. They're they're traversing down the field right now, doing a good job.
All right. Yeah, definitely going to have to, Will, we're going to have to put a sign up, no cowbells in front of the press box. Got some more laundry on the field.
That's either going to be
I think it's going to be an offside.
False start or an offside. It's going to be one of the two. That'll be a false start against Mount Pleasant.
So that will back Mount Pleasant up. I get second down and about 11.
What do you think, Clinton? Do you want to eliminate these cowbells altogether, or do you want to make it to where they can only be up so many rows?
I don't know who this lady is down here in front of us, but we got to at least eliminate it from right here.
Look now look what she's fixing.
We're talking about cowbells on there. We're fixing to eliminate them.
I thought she was going to fix it. She's going to be extra loud now.
All right, McClure got it. Going to be wrapped up and dropped. Good job by Summertown.
Maybe a yard, 2 maybe. That's going to make it 3rd and about 9.
All right. Give a big shout out to my buddy, Mr. Rodney Long. He said, more cowbell. I need more cowbell. So Rodney, here it comes.
We're going to kick Rodney off. We're going to block him, Will.
All right. Pitch out to McClure. He's got the corner turn, powers forward, and I think he's got another first down.
I do too. Let's see. Yeah, I think he does. It looked like it from here. Yeah, it is. First down. Well, if you're Summertown, you got them 3rd and 9, Clint. You run them, they run, get around the edge, man. That's just something you just can't. On 3rd and 9, it's just tough when you're giving that up.
Yeah, Summertown needs a big break play right here. Need a turnover, need something to change it up because Mount Pleasant, they don't have to get in any hurry right here.
No.
Running around the left edge. That's number 4, J.P. Easterling, who's had a really good night tonight for Mount Pleasant. He's not going to get the first, but he's going to get a lot of it. Make it 2nd and short. Loretta scored again, 41-18 from Lewis County.
They're taking out some frustrations.
I don't know if the Lewis County. Don't know if the Lawrence County game's the final yet. I know they were down 21-7.
Yeah, it was late in the 4th, I think. It probably should be if it's not already.
Easterling's going to run the shotgun. Holds up, gets dropped in the backfield. Good job by Summertown and number 60, Lane Pilkington. Held off his block. Got Easterling in the backfield and make it 3rd and about 5.
Guy on the sticks never moved hardly, Clint, so he basically got back to the line. So
you're definitely 4-down territory here.
Yeah, if you're Mount Pleasant, you're still in great shape here.
Unless you want to try to make sure you get 3 because you do have a really good kicker.
I think they're thinking touchdown, Clint. They can definitely get the 3, but I think they need a touchdown here.
Easterling with Plunkett to his right, and he's going to he's going to fake it. He's going to run, now the pitch out. Sit out. Good job there by McClure. Mike, I've called his name all night and I couldn't spit it out.
There's going to be a flag here, and I'm 90% sure it's going against Summertown. It looked like post after the play. I don't know what was, unless somebody said or did something or some type of personal foul maybe, but looks like it's probably going against Summertown.
See Will's replay. I wonder if we got a face mask on McClure trying to tackle McClure
sure.
maybe. It could have been a hold against number 22 for Mount Pleasant.
I'm not sure.
Carter Dunn, I don't know. He's asking Summertown what he wants to do, I think.
Yeah, they are going to get a hold against
Mount Pleasant's
Pleasant.
backing up. Break there for Summertown.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty sure he had the first, right, Clint? He had the first down. I mean, so.
Looks like Niehaus is coming off. And
that is big.
Niehaus coming off, and coaching staff's meeting him. I don't know if. Yeah, I think it must have been something that offset because that ball's at the same place.
Well, I think they're going to mark it off. I think they're going to. A lot of officials will step it off. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Summertown.
Niehaus. That's what it is. We had a holding, and then
an unsportsmanlike.
I think Niehaus must have said something.
So one is during the play, one is after the play. However, one is more yardage than the other. So I'm curious.
Yeah, he moved up there, so that second flag come in.
That should not be a first down because there's a holding during the play.
Should it not be an offsetting penalty and replay the down?
Replay the down, I would think. I don't see how any way you can make it a first down when there was a holding during the play. I don't get that one. Yeah, he's going over there. Yeah, the thing about it is, I'm not sure on this, to be honest, Clint. There's officials smarter than I ever was. So.
Well, to their credit, they're trying to talk about it, but I don't think any of them on the field.
The thing about it is, you can't have a first down. There was a holding during the play. So there's a 10-yard penalty there. Even if it's offsetting, you would replay the down.
Yeah, if the unsportsmanlike's after, would you not back it up 10 and then mark it up 15?
Well, if that's the case, then it would be a first. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to lie, Clint. I don't know this one. This is where those referees, those white hats, this is where they make their money.
Yeah, I'll give them credit. At least they're talking it over. We may not like the outcome of it, but they're talking it over.
And that's what – and look, I know there's fans on both sides here that aren't happy with them tonight, but that's what good officials are taught to do, talk it out, make sure that even if it takes a while, get it right, So they're doing things the right way.
And here we go. We're going to be first and goal. Ball's on the 7.
Yeah, first and goal. Okay. Look, he explained it. Summertown seems to be understanding of it, and so.
And I will say this: Niehaus has got an earful from every coach on the sideline.
Exactly right.
So obviously we did do something wrong.
Yep.
Trying to punch it up the gut. That's number 4, Easterling again. He's going to get positive yards out of it. Not going to get to the end zone. Clock will run, and we'll be under 5 minutes here. So Summertown, Mount Pleasant looking to score and not leave Summertown a lot of time to work with.
If you're Summertown, this is a situation you're really not designed. This offense isn't designed to deal with. If Mount Pleasant scores here, you're looking at 4 minutes to have to score a touchdown. You do have all your timeouts, but that's a big task.
Chasing Easterling around the edge. He goes down, is not going to get in. It's going to be just short.
Looks like they're going to get him maybe around the 3. I don't know if he gained some. It wasn't much, Clint. But like you said, if you're Mount Pleasant, that clock is rolling. You're about to be at 4 minutes, 15 seconds. You're still in good shape. You're third and goal.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Adam. Every time that they try to run middle or edge, and they don't give it to Plunkett, I'm okay.
I agree. I mean, look, to me, you've got at least one of these plays has to be to him, right?
But he is set up.
Yeah, I'm
for it maybe right here.
I'm giving the young man the football.
No, he's going to keep it as Easterling. He's going to power forward, and he's going to have a touchdown. Whole left side of Summertown's defensive line just kind of collapsed.
Yeah.
And Easterling's going to power forward and put Mount Pleasant up 13-7 with the extra point upcoming. Well, we said the team that makes the fewest mistakes is probably going to win this football game, Adam. Costly interception. Summertown driving.
Yep.
Had the ball on the 25. And costly interception that gives the ball back to Mount Pleasant. And all they did is march down the field and just score on Summertown. Only 3:48 to go in the contest.
And I'm not sure what's going on.
Got another player hurt for Mount Pleasant, looks like.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Is he down right there on the edge of the end zone, it looks like. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take another injury timeout. We'll be back for the final 3 minutes, 48 seconds here on the X Sports Network.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee. The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighbor.
All right. Had a offensive lineman for Mount Pleasant go down. We couldn't really see his number. We'll get that injury report to you when we figure out who it was. But now Mount Pleasant, after scoring the touchdowns, on for the extra point. Holds good, kicks up by Case, but I think he missed it left, and he did.
You're right. That opens up a little window. Anyway, if you're Summertown.
Well, all that does is makes it where you can win the ball game if you do score a touchdown. The bad news is you've only got 3:48 to march down the field and score a touchdown. But Summertown moved the last time they had the ball. Pressure is now on Mount Pleasant. Summertown.
We're trying to.
Summertown with 3:48, but they do have all three timeouts, so plenty of time.
Here's
I'm gonna watch this replay, see if it might have been tipped.
It was right here, number 8 or 6. McCroy got a hand on it.
That kid gets on every play.
Yeah,
and he's just a sophomore. Holy cow!
Yeah, yep. Well, look, if you're Summertown. You've played hard tonight, Clint. You haven't always played intelligently tonight. You've made mistakes. Mount Pleasant could also argue the same thing on their part. You're right where you want to be. You've got all three of your timeouts. You're only 6 point down, 3:48. Now, look, Summertown is not a high, potent, aired-out offense. You're going to have to get some chunks to move the ball down the field, but you do have all your timeouts. You've had big plays tonight, too. Some of them you've just squandered on your own. But you've got time if you're Summertown. Number one, you've got to get this kickoff and get good field position. Make sure you don't you field this thing cleanly.
Got McCrory, Love, Dillard, and Niehaus are your 4 back. Bailey's usually in on maybe that's punt.
And after McCroy's big return last week against Loretta, he hasn't seen a kickoff tonight. So,
but he will see. Well, let
that one go out of bounds.
That'll be a good start for Summertown.
That is not what Mount Pleasant wants. If you're Mount Pleasant, that is not what you want.
So that'd be the 35.
Yeah. But honestly, that's just about been Summertown's starting field position for both teams. For both teams just about most of the night with these squib kicks. So it's really not going to kill you that bad. Probably over-exaggerated that a little bit. It's not that bad. So Summertown's got to go 65 yards, Clint. and they've got 3:48 and all 3 timeouts.
Quint Smith's the running back. He is right beside Stoll as Stoll's in the shotgun. Snaps a little high, but he's going to hand it off to Smith. He's 8 up for the first time. Quint might have got back to the line of scrimmage. They never got him down, but referee did blow it dead.
I don't know if he even got back, Clint. They're going to mark him, well, I don't know. Yeah, they basically gave him the line of scrimmage. So
do it again, 2nd and 10. Smith's going to come out. McCrory's going to come in.
Well, and I think Mount Pleasant's going to make Stoll have to throw this football. I don't think they're going to let Summertown just run down the field on them. They're going to see if Stoll can beat him with his arm.
McClure, it's Jaden McClure looking to show blitz, but now he's going to drop back.
Nowhere.
Stoll's going to call his own number, and he's going to go down. Summertown fans wanting necessary roughness, but I didn't really see anything there.
I think at this point you're stretching. There's not a penalty for tackling hard. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's a good play by Mount Pleasant. Well, look, you're in trouble. You're not in trouble here, but you got 3rd and 9 here in Summertown, not where you want to be. 2 plays and only 1 yard.
Stoll. Back to throw. Looking. Swings it out to McCrory. Makes one defender miss, but he's not going to have the first down, but he does get positive yards. Makes it 4th and doable.
4th and looks like what, maybe 2? Clint?
Yeah. Maybe a long 2.
Yeah. I'm going off. It's going to be about a yard maybe from where the guy on the far side is marking it. I don't know. We have
personal
foul
against Mount Pleasant.
That is roughing the passer. Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Yeah, it was. Hit him late and hit him in the back.
Let's see what we got
on
right
the tail
here.
End.
Balls let
go.
It go. Bam.
Yeah. That's an easy call.
That is an easy call.
So huge break if you're Summertown. You're now in Mount Pleasant territory.
Yeah.
Ball on the 41.
Look, I will say this. High school officials here in the state of Tennessee, they're going to call that 100% of the time, Clint.
All right, so you got new life now. If you're Summertown, you got to find a little extra momentum if you're this offensive line.
Yep.
Stoll hands it off to McCrory. He's got some room around the left edge. Running, stays in bounds. Now he'll go down. He'll get another first down.
If you're Summertown, there's nothing wrong with that McCoy staying in. The clock will stop on the first down.
And you've got all 3 timeouts.
You're in the red zone right now, or right on the outskirts.
About the 22.
So you're right where you want to be.
But you do have to get in a little bit of a hurry now, under 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're fine, Clint. You've got all 3 of your timeouts if you need them.
Smith powering forward. I'd say Summertown will probably use their first timeout now, and they will.
Yeah. Looks like maybe a gain of maybe 3.
Yeah, he got across the 20.
Yeah.
So just when you think this is over, Mount Pleasant with a bad unsportsmanlike penalty has got Summertown in the red zone. 1:41 to go and 2 timeouts left. So this game ain't near done yet. I would like to give just a courtesy reminder to all the Summertown faithful. You've been great this year. But if you see anybody that's here in the crowd personally, when we have the ball and we're trying to make sure our snap count's right, tell your people that are bringing air horns and cowbells to put them in their pocket, please. You can blow them when we're on defense, but when we're trying to make sure we're on the same page on offense, tell them to put them in their pocket, please.
Look, I'm telling you, man, I'm with you, Clint. Cowbells should be outlawed. They should have somebody frisking people as they come into the stadium. We should get an extra officer up here.
You can bring your pistol in here, but don't bring your cowbell.
You think we could put in a request for payment for a metal detector? Right. You go through, and that way we could cover guns and
I was going to say, Lord, no, Lawrence County Sheriff Department up here in Summertown, they just confiscate all kind of guns. It started another civil war.
It'd be like the buyback program. Right?
That's right.
Now that you say that, Clint, I'd be curious how many might be in this stadium right now.
Lord.
I'd be scared.
All right. 2nd down and 7. Stolen the shotgun with Quint Smith beside him. High snap, and it's fumbled. Stoll does fall on it. Summertown hasn't used their timeout yet.
They may be. You still got 2. They may want to have to. They may want to try to Look, it's 3rd down 11. You want to get a positive yards, and they probably want to use that timeout for their 4th down play call, Clint, if you don't
It
get
was a
here.
little bit of a high snap, but I think Stoll, instead of just catching it and running with it, he probably still tried to fake the handoff and just not enough time left. He's going to keep that one, and he's pushing forward. Stoll coming off a tackle, gets down to around the 10.
Now you can use that timeout, and you've still got one left. Go ahead and use it.
Now, it looks like they're going to run at least one play at him and then maybe save it.
Not a bad call. Either way, you've got 2, and you've got 54 seconds left, so you're good.
No penalties here if you're Summertown. Be smooth. Know what our snap count is. Stoll trying to hand off to McCrory. He's going to get 8 up, maybe get 2 out of it. I think Summertown will have to use their timeout now, right? And they haven't. Yeah, now they have. I guess. I don't know.
No, they're not using it. I don't know.
Why the clock stopped?
I don't understand why the clock has stopped. Well, the official on the far side stopped the clock. He was waving his hands to stop it. So, yeah. Anyway, it looks like they got it.
So we are going to time out. We're not going to miss anything. We'll stay right here with it as we've got a nail biter. Getting told to put 41 seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, I think the official on the far side was waving his hands to have the clock stop. He must have gotten it, but the clock did continue to run. But I don't know, Clint. Either way.
Will, do you have your pylon camera down there on that end? Can you the one we're going toward? If we can give us that view, please. Aim it. Trying to figure out where we are, where the ball is. It's about the 6. Okay.
Yeah,
so
they've got
2nd and goal.
They've got 2nd and 6 on the 6. So, yeah, I mean, look, you still have another timeout left.
Yeah.
You can run the football here. You can do a lot of things if you're Summertown. I'm gonna tell you, Clint, 2 things here. The pitch to Niehaus, was it Niehaus earlier in the game on
Love.
the fake up? Oh, Love up the middle. You're not wondering if you try to get outside because you know if Mount Pleasant they're going to have to stack the box because if Smith gets through here, he can run through and score if you don't stack this box.
Plus, you can get a timeout if you do go down in bounds for Smith to pound it.
Either way, I agree. So, I mean, Summertown has a lot of options here, a lot of things they can call.
Stoll under center. Powell in motion. Stoll going to keep it. Running
What
around
a
left
play.
edge.
He's
Driving in.
He's in
Touchdown!
there. Unbelievable. What a play call.
Stoll fakes the handoff. Runs that option, keeps it himself. And he's going to plow forward for the touchdown now, Adam. That missed extra point. Summertown's lining up to take a 1-point lead here with 37 seconds to go.
Look, if you're Summertown here and all these fans, I know you're happy. Keep your mouth shut and sit down because you've already had one snap go over the punter's head tonight that was saved by the punter. This is not a gimme, and your Mount Pleasant is coming to block this thing, so this is not a gimme.
Got to be on the same page here.
You better execute here.
Snaps
and
low.
They don't.
2 bad snaps in one play. Now Summertown, all right. Oh my goodness.
That's why special teams are so important in a football game.
All right, so Mount Pleasant will have it with 3 timeouts and 37 seconds to go. And the bad thing is Bradley Hoffman looks hurt, which is not good. Well, now he's running off a little better. We'll see. So our kicker looks hurt. Man, 2 bad snaps. That one, the first one didn't hurt us. The second one did, Adam.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Clint. You can't. That's why special teams wins football games, defensively and offensively. You know, executing when you're up 41-0 in the fourth quarter is different than executing when you're tied at 13 against an undefeated region team, and you just got to do it. I mean,
Adam, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not critiquing coaching. No. I'm absolutely not.
No.
But I kind of wish we'd have called a timeout, calmed everybody down. We did have a timeout left. I kind of wish we'd have called a timeout, got our kicking team all on the same page, knew what we were doing.
Well, look,
but that's armchair quarterbacking as well.
Yeah, I mean, bottom line is you've got to execute. Look, Mount Pleasant gave you a favor anyway, and you didn't take advantage of it. You know,
True.
You know, you get in.
Still no excuse for the bad snap.
No, it doesn't excuse it. But look, it should have been 14-13. But you know, McCroy makes a great. He comes in and tips that ball and causes the miss. So I mean, yeah, both of these teams have a lot to address come Monday morning. Penalty-wise and mistake-wise.
If Summertown can get to stop, Mount Pleasant does have 3 timeouts, so we're not going to worry about overtime.
No.
Until we get a stop here, because Mount Pleasant has Wright, who can absolutely sling it, and a ton of playmakers.
Well,
so,
and you've got some men back there returning this thing that could go a long way.
Onside kick. It went 10 yards, but Summertown doesn't fall on it.
Well, I don't know who fell on it.
Well, Summertown saying they got it.
And I think they do. My goodness, what a play.
I think they're talking if Summertown player touched it before it went 10. I don't think he did.
I didn't see a Summertown player touch it before it went 10. I mean, I'm not saying look, they're down there so they can see that. I'm just saying I didn't see it from here.
Dude, now Mount Pleasant saying they have the football.
Well, I don't see how they say they had the football when Summertown comes out with it. I don't get that. I don't know.
Show us a replay, Will, if we got one.
Let's see what we got. I don't know if you could even tell anything on this one, Clint. It's so far away. It's kicked at the 40. Here's the kick. The ball is up. I don't know, Clint.
Too jumbled up. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. The aggression. I love teams that are aggressive, but you've got Mount Pleasant set up right here at midfield, and they've got a kid with a leg, Clint. I just don't. Man,
it's a gutsy move. Summertown almost had it,
but you know, I think Mount Pleasant's giving you a gift. You just give one back, and it just seems to me you've just given them one, giving them another gift. I don't know.
So plenty of time. Let's see. Mount Pleasant looks like they're in a victory formation. They're going to overtime.
I don't understand. Look, I'm like I said, you're at midfield, man. You're at midfield, and you've got a kid with a leg. I mean, and you've had chunk plays tonight against Summertown, and you've got a great athletes that could easily break off a 20, 25-yard run, Clint. And you've got a quarterback that's been accurate all night, too.
You play safe here if you're Summertown. See if they snap it and just chunk one on desperation, but 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Nope, they're not. We're going to go to overtime. All right, so that's the end of regulation. We're tied at 13. We'll be back in a few minutes getting ready for some free football here on the X Sports Network.
Looking for
Tucker, care for your health and your entire family's health. Let Tennessee Valley Family Care help you reach your health care goals.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment. Not for profit, for service.
All right, back at it. Folks, if you're just now joining us, it's been a wild one.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It's been nerves have been all over the place.
I've got good news for you, too. There's something good happened while you were gone.
What's that?
Clint told us that we're getting paid time and a half for overtime.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, time and a half was zero, still zero, though, Adam.
Exactly.
All right, so high school football overtime rules, it's kind of like college. Not sure, did they start on the 10 or the 20?
I'm fixing to find out. It's been a while for me. It looks, I would
I think Summertown's going to be playing defense first,
so
which is what you want to do.
Well, you would assume they won the flip.
Yeah.
And probably most time you choose defense first, so I would assume Summertown won it.
Yeah, that's what you want to know what you have to do.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll be honest with you, after the last two PATs, I wouldn't trust a field goal.
No,
from either team.
I don't know if either one of them don't go for two. If they score here, I think they're going for two either way. Yeah, I agree, Clint.
All right, so Mount Pleasant. You got Easterling taking the ball under center. Running around the left edge, and he's got room. One play, and I think he's in the end zone, and he is. Whew, that was too easy for Mount Pleasant. All right, so now the pressure's on Summertown. Well, let me take that back. Now the pressure's on the kicking team.
Yeah.
And then the pressure's on Summertown.
Yeah. Answer me a question, Clint. And look, Summertown may fumble their first play and the game's over, right?
Yep.
Okay. If Summertown, let's say Mount Pleasant hits their extra point right here and makes it a
I know what you're going to say.
Game.
You're at home, you go for the win.
Summertown scores a touchdown. Do they try to win this thing, or do they try to tie it with another extra point?
You're at home, you go for the win. But it won't matter now. That ball's blocked. So
I still have to ask this question, though.
Do you go for
Do you still try to kick it or go for two, even if you tie it?
Well, the first thing I'm asking is how does Bradley Hoffman feel, because he's been limping around the sideline.
Well, the problem was, see, when that ball was snapped, with the poor snap on the previous, that's a live ball, right?
Yep.
He was wrapped up and hit.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a ball handler at that time. He's a ball carrier. So, hey, Mount Pleasant didn't do anything.
So, of course, the extra point and the going for two doesn't matter yet, because Summertown has to get to the end zone.
No, I don't want to count our chickens, but I am curious if Summertown was to tie this thing, what do you do? But like you said, Clint, you got to try to match Mount Pleasant now if you're going to get to that decision.
Smith, lone running back, Powell in motion. Going to hand it off to Smith. Going to power forward. Maybe gets one.
Yeah, nothing much there at all.
Good thing is time doesn't matter. There is no clock.
Yeah.
It's basically 4 downs, see what you can get. So the only thing you have to be in a hurry for is the play clock.
Hoffman,
2nd and 8. Didn't give him 8 out of it.
Hoffman is over here warming his leg up, so that's a good sign if they need him. Hopefully they will need him, Clint. If you're Summertown, you hope you get the opportunity to use him.
Powell in motion again. Stoll going to try to keep it that time. May get down to around the 6. I tell you, he's getting a lot of penetration. Credit Mount Pleasant. That's 2 plays in a row that there's been nothing up the gut.
Yeah, that's true. I do think they did get a pretty good
spot.
Summertown did get a decent push.
Got them to the 5.
They got to the 5.
So you've got 2 downs to get in. To get 2 downs to get 5 yards.
2 downs to get 5 yards, basically, Clint. You are 100% correct, my friend.
All right, McCrory's going to come back in. You know, you pounded up the gut twice. You're going to have McCrory and Smith in. Do you try something with McCrory to try to get off edge here?
Well, if you do, you better make sure you get good blocking, because if you get hit in the backfield trying to get around the edge, you're looking at 7 yards away and having to score on 4th down, which is not something you want. You want to try to get north and south.
Stoll hands off to Smith. Powers forward.
He's short.
They're going to say he's just short.
He's right at the goal line, though. And I'm going to tell you, Clint, he went through there like a rocket that was on fire. He had all intentions of just blowing through anything in his way.
So this is your ball game here. I don't know that if you're Summertown, you don't use your timeout right here, Adam.
Yeah, I do.
I definitely would now, since we don't look on the same page. But going to snap it, and it's eat up. Mount Pleasant's going to stop it. And Mount Pleasant's going to win the contest. And I've seen no sign yet of a touchdown. The referee's talking about it. And it will not be in there. And that's how the contest will end. Summertown loses this one 19-13 on a hard-fought contest that just came down to the trenches. We'll be back in a few minutes going over our final tallies and stats, sending it home here on the Exports Network.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet.
All right, back at it. Summertown suffers their first loss of the season in an overtime loss to Mount Pleasant. Had it down to the goal line and just couldn't power it in on the quarterback keeper. Adam, final thoughts here on this as Will's showing our replay here of this last play.
I don't think, based on the mistakes you made, I don't think either team could honestly say we deserve to win a football game. I think, but Mount Pleasant's going to look back and look at all the things they left out on this field, the penalties. Summertown looked just the same way. You have a wide open man 30 yards over the defense early in the second half. That's comes to the ground. You fumble into the end zone that was questionable, but look, you hold on to that ball. There's no discussion.
Yeah.
You have a punt. You have a snap over your punter's head early in the half that luckily Hoffman saves you. And then you have a chance to win the football game with a snap that bounces 4 times until it gets to your holder.
Yeah.
Okay, look, not to mention Summertown probably had more penalty yardage tonight against them than they may have had in the 4 previous
I agree.
games.
I think Summertown was penalized more tonight than their first 4 contests.
I think I'm not doubting either one of their efforts. Not these teams. These are both 2 really good football teams. But I think Mount Pleasant the same way. They've got a ton of stuff Monday morning. They're going to look back and say, these are things we've got to work on and get fixed if we think we're going somewhere. And Summertown does too. But, man, it was fun tonight. Both of these teams have nothing to hang their heads about tonight. It could be a good thing for Summertown as well. Get a little humble pie.
Yeah. Realize you've got some things you've got to clean up and get better at. And I think Mount Pleasant's the same way. Now, here's the deal. Just like I said on Exports Live the other night, Loretta's not out of it.
No.
They just put a thumping on Lewis County.
Yeah.
And Loretta still gets to play Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
If Mount Pleasant, there could very easily come a 3-way split here toward the end of the year. But if you're Summertown, you're still in the driver's seat.
Well, and I think I really think last week's game could have been a real eye-opener for Loretta. You never want to lose to your inter-county rival, right, against Summertown.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you, I think they felt like they played poorly last week. I think they know that and believe they're a better football team than what they showed. And I believe they are, too. I think Summertown outplayed Loretta last week, but I also know I think Loretta's a much better team than probably what we might have seen.
Oh, yeah. Well.
So, they're there, man. They're a talented group. And Lewis County, they had a rough one tonight, but they're a solid football team.
You can't ever go in there and just assume Lewis County's going to be bad, even if they're down.
And a team like Richland,
Summertown has to get back in the saddle next week. They'll be having the road trip to Harpeth. That's a long road trip, and Harpeth played Mount Pleasant, gave them all they want, so no rest for the weary there. As far as Mount Pleasant, they got Lewis County at home next week, so that's how we'll send this one home. I think didn't ever really get a final. Will was the final for Lawrence County and Columbia, 21-7. That's the last score we saw, and Loretta did hang one on Lewis County. Summertown loses their first one of the year in an overtime loss to Mount Pleasant. It's been a wild one.
Hey, man, I do want to say one
sure.
thing. I want to wish that young man from Mount Pleasant that got hurt with his arm.
Yeah.
I wish him the best. I know he was in a ton of pain.
Nazir Carter, it was weird to watch on our replay, but saw him sitting over here, and, man, his arm, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
With that said, had a lot of kids going down and having to walk off field, had a lot of injury timeouts, so hope everybody heals up. Hope all the folks from Mount Pleasant have a safe ride back across the county line. Again, folks, I say it all the time, but if you see Will Pettis out, 2 things. One, thank him for all he does, because he literally got up here, set all this stuff up, had to get to a volleyball game to walk on the floor with his daughter for 8th grade night, got back up here and did this. And the second thing is, if you see Miss Kim Pettis, thank her for sharing him with us.
Yeah.
So with that said, for Adam Lindsay, this is Clint Brazier. We'll see you next week at Harpeth.
Going the distance with local